some people make you feel like something's a big secret. And it's like, man, why won't you just tell me? Just be straight with me how it is you're doing this. And that aggravates me because I'm the guy that if I know something,
Hey there, tech enthusiasts. Welcome to Tech Time with Sweet Tea, the podcast where we dive deep into the world of technology and how it can either serve you or, well, not serve you. Here is your host, Sweet Tea, and he's on a mission to help you harness the power of tech in your life. Join him as he chats with people about their tech journeys. From the latest gadgets to digital dilemmas, we'll explore it all. So grab your favorite device, hit that play button, and let's keep it real in the world of tech. Tech Time with Sweet Tea is here to help you stay plugged in and empowered. Let's get started.
Exactly how what they did, Joe Rogan. I remember seeing the first one. It was like 2 hours long. I was like, "What does this do? What does this do?
Just testing it out. That's dope. I should
What
watch
does
that.
this do? If I hit go live, if you touch this, you're gonna blow up the whole world."
You're gonna fuck it all up.
What's going on, guys? This is Justin Paris.
So we're Instagram's live on my channel. And I can't go to it from my phone though, which is the weird thing.
Did you say you're live on what channel? The YouTube?
My Instagram and YouTube.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. I wonder if I can see. Let's see.
So I can still go live now. We're just
What's your
doing some testing here.
what's your YouTube channel?
It's Tommy Kenyon 7.
There he is. He's live. Wait a minute. I'm gonna watch this cat. Okay, can you see me? Oh wait, no, because I'm not in there. Okay, can you? Oh wait, no, because I'm not in there.
And then I
There
hit
it
the
is.
replay from the YouTube.
Yep.
So I can't do much. I do the live from the browser, but I don't seem to have many activities to do from there. I see
So
one viewer.
I see. That's probably me. I don't. Hold on.
All the stuff that do I have that in there too? I have the one video I was mentioning that I created before, and I have my little music video that I created for me.
Nice. I'll have to check that out.
3 minutes each long. So I told you about Guy Bandy. I just like
Yeah.
this is random stuff like talking about it here. I'll play this music video I created for him using AI, like creating some music there.
Got a fire in my soul, yeah, it's burning bright. Guy Bandy told me just to follow the light. Well, I heard the people singing with all their might. So I hit the ground running, and I ran all night. And we sang, run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Well, I ran into my family, and I ran into my friends, and I ran into people that I didn't know then. And I said to them, hey, I could use a hand. And then I ran and I ran, and I ran and I ran. We sang, run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. run, 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 run. They say it's dangerous out there, but not if we're all here. If we're together, we can run without fear. They say it's dangerous out there, but not if we're all here. If we're together, we can run without fear. Well, the children and the elders and the strangers and the neighbors and the doctors and the teachers and the farmers and the bakers and the scientists and builders and the singers and the players and the buskers and the dancers and the dreamers and the painters and the coaches and the helpers and the artists and creators and the yogis and the healers and the preachers and the changers and the people and the planet and the forests and the rivers and the mountains and the oceans and the future and the vision. And the buskers and the patience and the future and the vision. Run, 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 run.
Yeah. Just like took that from the chat. He does his thing like good vibes only, and I took a lot from the
Yeah, I like
chat
that.
and everything. And whatever, based on what was mentioned by people in that chat and the live chat, and based on what they said, that came out with that with those
Yeah, that's
lists.
dope. I like that. I know I got to learn editing a little better. I just need to learn these programs because I've just never used them. I actually took an editing class in college. That was pretty dope.
Which class was that?
Video editing.
Video editing, non-linear.
I think it was just called video editing. It was just Lone Star. So
Well, what's weird? I did like with because I was doing like all the stuff with Lone Star, North Harris. Did some stuff at Kingwood College as well, Montgomery College.
I went to them all.
All
I went
around
to
there,
all three. Yeah.
and I was. I mentioned the one time before in high school, I was doing the drama class in high school, and here's
Yeah.
Virginia Beach. Here he is, right here.
Oh,
Virginia.
awesome.
Are you in Virginia Beach still?
Yeah, man, I'm in Virginia Beach near the ocean front. It's pretty cool.
So we're just doing like testing out this live stream, seeing how this works. I'm on Instagram Live and YouTube, and just chilling and hang out for doing the test.
Nice,
What's your
man.
name, man?
My name's Colin.
Colin. Hey, it's Zach.
What's up, Zach? How's it going, man?
Hey, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Zach. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I went
I
to
hope you.
school. I went to
Go ahead.
school with Tommy, and then he was my boss at my first job at Kroger. He was a
Oh,
mean
cool.
boss.
Well, boss is
Oh, that's
Loose,
funny.
adding a
loosely.
little bit. I wouldn't say per se boss, but
Yeah. You're definitely in a position higher than I was.
maybe as like a supervisor or something.
Yeah, there you go.
You said he was mean, and Tommy seems pretty nice
Mm.
though.
I was about to say, yeah, no, I don't think anybody would believe that.
Oh man, yeah, dude. Tommy's one of the chillest dudes I know. I can't believe it.
No, you're a good read.
Well, perhaps at before 2021 when I took all these trainings and stuff, and then after that, people started saying that a bunch about me, like, "How how how are you so chill all the time?"
That's it.
I talked to Tommy through a couple situations where I was getting so frustrated with just the things that were going on, and he came at it with like a real pragmatic mindset, and I was like, I'm trying to be like that. It was I don't know, man. He's got some gift.
I would say definitely a level-headed dude.
Yeah, yeah,
All
definitely.
right. No more nice things about Tommy. You're gonna get big
Yeah,
head.
yeah. We get now it's our turn to
I
be mean
I
to
feel
Tommy.
like feel like I felt back when I was in Sam Houston State in college. Every time I walked in the building, my head would get like 10 times big. I never liked that.
What do you
Like
mean? What do you
everyone
mean?
would like come to me because I was like the curious one going into this TV studio as I was about to get into like how I was doing drama class in high school, but skip that part for a second. But I'd walk into the building, college, the Dan Randall Communication Building, Sam Houston State. I walk in there. I would be the curious guy, always going to the TV studio, playing around, messing with buttons, touching buttons, not afraid. Everyone else like they would say, "Don't afraid to touch this. This how you learn everything." Well, I did that. I learned, and I became the go-to expert on the TV studio because I did all that. And my
That's
head got
awesome.
like 10 times big every time I walked in that door because everyone came to me like felt important.
You were like the Grinch, but with your ego, and his ego grew 10 times that size or that day.
Mhm.
That's awesome, though. No, you're a very humble guy.
And it started like in high school. How I got into like doing all this in high school, where Zach and I went to the same high school. I did like a drama class. I actually liked drama. Figure like me, Zach knows me as the shy kid, the shy guy,
So yeah,
from school.
Wait,
But I
so you like
actually liked drama.
you, so you like so what kind of drama you mean drama in terms of like storytelling or drama in terms of like just some sort of crazy thing
It was
happens?
drama class. So
Okay.
acting, drama, they called it drama class.
Yeah.
If you remember Zach, we remember no, we were in the black box theater. Like it was a
yeah,
new like that was
I
actually
remember that.
pretty cool.
It was
I
super
liked
cool,
that style of theater too. Theater in the round. I love that style of theater too.
bro. We were editing on like VHSs and stuff.
I
We had like
wish
splicing machines and shit or
wish
stuff.
I if this existed in high school, I wish
Oh,
I found that sooner in high school because I found it in college. But it would have been my thing in high school. I would have like been like the audio video nerd. So I geek
we
out
had
now.
that was the MySpace days.
MySpace. Oh,
MySpace, man, with your top friends.
top friend. Did you have a MySpace, Colin?
I had a MySpace for a little bit. It seemed like it was the best whenever, when you when you were trying to like meet new people. I feel like MySpace kind of just like brought together it was easier to like branch off like friends and like customize your own profiles and things like that. You can kind of like get a feel for what people liked because of like the way that they would present themselves a little bit more on it than that you can with like Facebook and Instagram now. My I haven't thought about MySpace in a while, but like I think that now when you it's just like posting pictures or videos or something and there's only like a set amount of filters you could use. There's like some filter that's trending or whatever. Of course, you might want to just use that for like anything that you post. But then when you had like a MySpace profile and you could tweak things here and there, you can kind of make things your own. You could it was like I don't know, I think that, like, when you looked at someone's MySpace profile, you could kinda, like, get better insights into what type of people they were more so than now. If you were to look at someone's Facebook profile, you might not know, like, you could see their Facebook profile and then meet them in real life and be like, these are 2 different people, totally." But with MySpace, it was pretty spot on, I think,
Colin, how
because
old are you? What year
I'm
were you born?
30. I'm 30, I was born
Okay.
in 1994, yeah. Yeah, man. So I was there for the MySpace stuff. I remember making Facebook and, like, when I was, like, I think I was, like, 8th grade going into ninth grade. Might have been a year or 2. Yeah, but I think it was around then, and, but, yeah, I remember, like, making MySpace and um like, all the different like, wallpapers or profile when I forget what it was called. What was that called that you could, like, change the backgrounds or whatever? I don't even remember what that was called,
Wallpaper,
but yeah, I think so. I think so. I think it was something I'm not sure.
background
I might have to try to
wallpaper.
get
What
that.
else? What else could it be?
So
Right?
August 2003 is when Facebook was, or I'm sorry, MySpace was founded. So
Hmm.
we were in high school.
August
Me
1st.
and Tommy.
So y'all were in high
Just
school
just about to grad. I was just about to graduate.
That was your graduating year,
Actually,
2004, right?
2003. What? Like May 2003 was my graduation.
You're the year two, you're graduated 2003?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you graduated 2004 because I'm '05.
And it would have been if I hadn't done pre first way back in elementary school, I would have even been 2002 even
2002.
1 year
Yeah, wow.
earlier. So I started my whole school career started in like with kindergarten in New York, Long Island, New York. Then we moved here, and then somewhere I was having mad separation anxiety or something, and they're like, "Oh, let's hold him back. Let's put him to pre first." At the time. Now it's more pre-K, I guess, with
Yeah.
pre-first,
Yeah, similar thing.
and I wouldn't.
In
Yeah.
I remember when I was in, elementary school, they did, like, half days. So, like, I was the morning half,
Mhm.
and then they had
Oh,
the kids
yeah,
that would come
half
the second half.
days.
So, I don't even think they do that anymore. I have no idea.
That that makes I forgot about that. We had that I had that half days in kindergarten in New York. I think I
Oh,
would
you were in New
remember doing
York?
morning and afternoon, so that was the same there too.
Yeah. That was
I
back in
remember
the day, bro,
mornings
we're
and
old.
afternoon. And I remember, like, the morning students, morning kindergartens, the afternoon kindergartens. I remember all that now,
Yeah,
now
you'd
that you
like
mention it.
I love being in the morning because 'cause you'd, like, give them a little salute and be like, "Alright, good luck, bro." And then you get to go home and eat snacks and stuff. It was great. It was great. Those are the good old days.
So yeah, and like high school drama acting, and I loved it. And then I took acting and drama in college at what we are at our local community college, North Harris Lone Star. Uh,
Did you like it?
and I liked that too, especially when we got to improv. I enjoyed
Im
that.
Improv was interesting. Improv was
Hmm.
interesting. Man, I
So
did,
some
lip
and
syncs. I did, like, lip sync dances with the girls and stuff. I did all kinds of things. Um,
lip sync dances,
mammograms. No, what was it called? Um,
mammograms.
no, not mammograms. Where you stand up and you, like, recite a whole thing and everything. Man, I did all kinds, and then we did competitions and
Oh,
stuff.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It sounds like that
Monologues,
word. Monologues. There you go. See, I was close. Mammograms.
monologue.
Hopefully,
Yeah, like
hopefully I
the
don't get any mammograms soon.
So and then I don't know how I got from college acting class, and then I was like, maybe it's not so much for me in front of the camera, and I went into media, and I didn't
So yeah,
exactly
Okay.
find it like at Sam Houston State, and so I went from acting to media,
and Colin,
and
just to give you a heads up, this is a very informal
Oh yeah,
conversation. So anything goes. It's
Yeah,
very
right.
no,
random,
yeah, no
curious, ask
pressure, no.
questions, no qualifications.
That's right. We're just here to have a good time. Here for a good time, not a long time.
Right.
It's like what would you like? What would you like in, like I was saying, when a class that you liked that you were taking that you thought you could do, like me, drama class or something.
Yeah,
Me?
what were you yeah, what was your, like, your favorite class kinda thing? Like, elective?
Hmm. That's a good question. I'd have to think about it for a second. I'd probably say
Oh, did it
mm,
freeze?
no, 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 I'm sorry. I was just
No,
thinking for a
He's
second.
thinking like me. We're
so for
thinkers.
me
I
yeah,
get that a lot.
so for me,
I
I took a lot of similar classes that Tommy did. I did, drama. I took a lot of drama classes, and then I took a lot of computer classes. I really liked computer classes, so, like, computer editing, keyboard, a lot of different things.
yeah. I the
Keyboarding,
well,
BCIS,
BCIS, bro, that's some what golly, I haven't heard that in forever.
business computer information systems.
Yeah, jeez. I couldn't even tell you what it stood for.
I did like computer. I did one class of computer science.
Yeah, I did
I
computer
actually
science
enjoyed
too.
that. C
Yeah,
sharp.
it's fun. Oh, yeah, I don't think I did C sharp. Oh, I took
And
a
then
video
next year
game
was
creator.
Java.
Oh, Java, yeah, see, I didn't do any of that. That's just
yeah,
complicated.
Java. Uh, I liked music class probably the best, but I wasn't
Music.
necessarily super great at it. I
But you
think that
enjoyed it.
yeah, I enjoyed it, and I probably liked academic enrichment too because it was like the they had all sorts of like different like creative things to do. Um, and it led to a lot of good class discussions that kind of like made you think in different ways based on just like kind of like impromptu things at the moment that happened. Um, and I don't know. I think I gained the most not gained the most friends, but had the most quality conversations with people in that class.
That's
Just
cool.
because, just because of the twists and turns of the way the conversation went after we did our whatever was on the schedule or calendar or whatever the little puzzles were, whatever it might have been. I and then also joining a new sport. Like,
Ooh.
I know that's not necessarily a class, but joining a new sport, even if you weren't good at it, getting punked on by other people and, like, learning, like, different style everyone, like, had, like, a different style of playing, different things might have been, lacrosse or soccer. I remember I was really drawn to it
Oh.
because of, the different playing styles and things like that. You know what I mean? Because those were 2 sports that I felt like I recognized the most, like, different styles of playing more so than others. I'm trying to think, like,
I don't know about you guys, but sex ed was definitely my favorite class. I mean,
if you had
I
if
don't
you
know
had a
what you're
cool
talking about.
teacher. Yeah.
Learning about the
Was
STDs, oh, yeah, get to see pictures on it, that was great.
so was that actually a class, or was that you referring to the health class?
Oh, me? No,
There's
it's just
was
health
there
class.
so and then that's
Right.
what we just called it sex ed. Okay.
Yeah, sex ed.
Well, mine, like, we just watch, like, movies most of the time in health.
Lucky. He just watched porn. You had a really cool teacher, just throw some porn on there. "Alright, this is how it's done." That'd be
I don't know if it was
terrible.
qualified as porn. It was the River Wild and
If there's, insertion, counts.
maybe
Even
had
in an
weapons.
educational setting.
Right.
Yeah. No, I had an okay time in high school and in middle school. I wasn't the super popular kid, but, you know, it was fun. I still got cracked on a lot. I was a small kid, I guess. A little scrawny. A little scrawny dude. I still am a little scrawny dude.
Yeah. I was pretty scrawny too in high school, but I think towards like sophomore junior year I started wrestling and I
Okay.
got more
Oh.
toned. Yeah.
Man, I wish we had wrestling. If we had wrestling, because we don't really do wrestling down here in the South. It's all about football and soccer because we're
Yeah.
close to Mexico. But if we did wrestling, bro, I would have been all about it.
And funny, like, talking about the sports that never were. I got into it in '99, right before I was entering high school. Right the year before, good grades and everything got me into hockey. If we had like a hockey thing,
Yeah.
I did the basketball things as a freshman in high school. I played basketball the whole year and wasn't that good. I didn't continue with basketball. But if there was hockey, I was like, I could have enjoyed playing hockey.
I was a fruit booter, man. All my buddies rode bicycles, and I rollerbladed everywhere.
Rollerblading is cool.
Rollerblades, yeah.
Bro,
Rollerblade. Oh, I never had quality rollerblades, but I swear if I had them now, that would be rollerblading sounds fun, man.
there's a
That sounds
comedian. There's a comedian that makes a joke. I think it was he's a redhead, I forgot his name. Anyway, he's like, uh it, one guy called a guy gay for rollerblading and ruined the entire rollerblading like genre. Because then everybody thought rollerblading was gay. I didn't care. I still fruit booted around because that thing it was so fun. I loved rollerblading. I
uh,
wish I was in shape. I'd still do it, but it's exhausting
why
and
isn't
dangerous.
rollerblading more popular? I feel like it's like I feel like it's well, I guess you gotta find a good place to go rollerblading too.
Well, so that's the point. A good point. The ground, right? Not
Yeah.
all concrete is created equal.
Yeah, that's true. Some streets are fucking torn up. I get now that I think about it, there's a few streets nearby that would probably be kind of rough, but there's probably a few areas I could find that would be pretty cool too. I might have to check that out. I'm trying to um check that out soon probably. That'd be pretty cool.
I liked going down parking lot garages because it'd all be
Oh,
smooth, and then you would just fly around the thing, but just hope you don't get hit by a car.
yeah. Yeah, that's very yeah, that parking garage would be pretty sweet place to do it too.
I've done it a couple of times. It's super sick. And then I have a few buddies that skateboarded.
Whoa. I did you ever go skateboarding?
Me? Not
Yeah.
no.
No. It'd be pretty cool. I feel like skateboarding is kind of like I tried to go snowboarding. There was like it was kind of difficult. I would always fall the same way. Like if I would get good momentum going, I feel like I was pretty good at it, and I would be good at it. But I would always fall the same way in the same fucking spot, and it would piss me off so much because like no matter which, it would just be like it would be, and I could deal with pain, but when it's in the same spot over and over again, you know what I mean? This is
Mhm.
yeah,
Man, I
but,
had I
you
had
guys
so
like
many
skiing?
skid knees and shit for
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. You guys ever go skiing or snowboarding?
Been
I
once or
I
twice
never
skiing.
did skiing or snowboarding,
Believe it or not,
snowboarding.
we don't see a lot of snow down here.
Yeah. Where are you from? Where are you at again? These days?
We're, we're in Texas, the
Oh,
greatest
okay,
country in the
cool.
world.
In the last 4 years or so, I don't like even Houston. Mentioned like I haven't been living there for the last few years, but even Houston's gotten like at least once a year, we got like one crazy snow.
Which is
And the
not
one
normal.
year, it's not no like I remember the first years like I was like Texas ain't supposed to be doing this,
The end of the world.
and it was like a white. Everything was white.
Like, it
Like
would actually stay on the
what?
ground. We never have it, like, stick to
Yeah.
the ground.
Like what is going on here?
So you
Uh,
probably get a lot of snow up in Virginia, huh?
Um, I
I
didn't
remember
count how
one
many times that
Virginia.
it snowed. I didn't count how many times it snowed last year, but I've definitely seen it. And I feel like recently, the last couple years, it's been sticking around for longer than usual. Like when it does snow, I feel like, I feel like when I first moved here, if it snowed, it would either clear up earlier or it would be a lot of back-to-back days where it would just kinda, like, pile on and stuff like that, like, there would be, like, there would be a snowstorm or blizzard back-to-back days, um, so it would just kinda, like, accumulate, but now I feel like, some of the snow just kinda, it'll only snow maybe, like, mm, 5, 6, 7 inches, but it'll take, like, 2 or 3 weeks to melt.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And so the maybe it's because of the rain patterns and stuff like that, but I'm I I definitely like the I definitely like I definitely like the snow when it comes, and there's some good snow places or ski places around here. And, it just kinda it sucks when it, like, just, like, halfway melts, you know what I mean? And it just kinda sticks around and it gets a bit, like, sloppy and stuff like that, but I like it. I like it when it flurries and stuff like that and going outside and in a snowstorm, I was walking
The
in a
soft
snowstorm.
stuff.
Walking in a snowstorm is so fucking peaceful. It's almost
Oh,
therapeutic.
that I know what you did. We had that here, and like we're talking about like the whole Texas thing. Like snow falling is like the most peaceful thing ever. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
mind blowing to us.
Yeah, so it snowed one time your last year, in Texas, you said?
Once a year, we get like a good
Just about.
snowfall
Yeah.
where it
Yeah, once a
sticks
year.
and it's quiet. And but the one time when it all melts, I think what you were talking about when it melts, and then at night when everything freezes back over and it gets hard, and then maybe you get a new fresh coat in the morning if there's more coming down or something. But
Yeah.
when it
So
freezes and now it's hard ice or black ice sometimes, that's tough. That's brutal.
And so, like, and people lose their mind when there's a little snow down here because obviously we never see it. So it kind of reminds me of like I lived in California for like 6 years, and so when it would rain out there, it would like just sprinkle, and people would like lose their minds because it never rains out there. So that I feel like it's very similar. Like just you're not used to
Yeah.
it, and people
Hmm.
are crashing their cars everywhere because they're slipping all over the ice. They don't know
Yeah.
what black ice is at all. It's crazy.
Oh
It's
no.
crazy. But I like it though. I got a 4x4 truck, so I can pretty much get through anything.
Oh,
So
that's
I
sweet. What
enjoy it.
kind of truck do you have?
It's a 2010 Toyota Tacoma, and it's got
Oh, nice.
230,000 miles on it.
Nice, man. It's still running good for you?
Oh, it's gorgeous, man. So people keep saying it'll go for 300,000, 500,000 miles. So so far it's doing me well. I love it. I've owned it for about 10 years now. It's touched all 48 states.
No
And
way.
I got a Wrangler, so I'm in
Oh,
the
nice, dude.
4x4 as well.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
There's a few different types of Wranglers. Is there certain? Is yours the one that is it does it have like the closed back or open back or the hard top, the
I
soft
have a
top?
hardtop
The,
2-door sport.
nice,
Damn,
dude.
Tommy,
Nice. Yeah.
I didn't know you were riding like that.
Yes, it's 2012.
Damn, brush them shoulders off.
Mhm.
Pimp. That is dope. What color? I could
Black,
just see it being a red.
black.
Oh, dude, red
Black.
would be cool.
Nice.
Black one's good too. Dude,
How
that's
about you,
cool,
Colin? What do you
man.
drive?
Oh, dude, my car got fucked up, dude. So I don't have a car right now, but I'm working on it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Get a motorcycle, bro. It's cheap and
I'm think
fun.
I'm thinking about it. I want to get a truck, dude. I
Get
really
a
want to get
truck.
dude, I just want to get a cheap truck that would like well, not a cheap truck, but like but um just um,
Have you ever owned a truck before?
I've had SUVs before, and my favorite car was probably it was like Ford Explorer.
What's
It
your
was a
favorite
Ford Escape, yeah,
what's your
yeah.
favorite car, like, overall? Like, if just first car that comes to your mind, your favorite car. Like, not one that you've owned,
Infiniti
just
G35.
alright, bet, I like that.
It's good price and has amazing acceleration for the price. It almost makes me wanna cry thinking about driving in it. I love driving in it. I love the way that it feels. I love the way that the seats feel. I love the way that it drives. I just like the way the sound feels on the inside of it. I like the way I just like the way the dashboard feels. I like all the curves on it. I like the
I
way that
love
the
the curves.
tires look. I just like I forget what it's called, but the part that's on the that's right around the wheels, but it's still
Defender,
attached to
yeah.
the car. Yeah, everything about it, I really, really love, dude. I really want to get that car again.
Oh, that's
But
dope that
I
you've had one before.
I feel like driving on a truck just kind of like just like the way that it feels like just kind of like trucking along, and that doesn't really make sense
Trucking
because I
along.
just use the same word to you know what I mean? But
No, but I
but
get it.
I like the like when I'm going to work or I'm doing something I don't want to like, I kind of like the feeling of like trucking along. You know that I like the feeling of like trucking along. But then when I gotta go do something I like getting there smooth. And that's what I would do. That's what I would get with the Infinity. If I
Bro,
could
and
yeah,
you can make money with the truck. That's what I
right,
like. Like, you
right.
can haul stuff, you can help a buddy move. That's not the greatest part of it, but I love my truck, man. I'll never if God willing, I'll never go back to a car because I love my truck.
Right.
Being asked to help out, "Can you help move the stuff out of my house?"
Yeah, exactly. "Hey, you got a truck, don't you? Come help me out. I'll give you a slice
I
of pizza."
had a truck. I actually wouldn't mind going back to a truck too. I had it. I grew up on a little mid-size Chevy S10. I actually had a Toyota Tacoma for a little bit,
Yeah?
white.
Mm, I love the Tacoma.
What does it look? Could describe the inside of it. I've seen Tacomas. I really liked them, but I've never been on the inside of a Tacoma. What is it like to you?
I mean, it's a bit spacious. It's not the biggest, but it's not also the smallest. It's a mid-sized
Yeah.
truck. Because
Does
like
it have back seats? Does it have
yeah, I've got a four-door.
nice, nice. Do they even come as two doors?
They do.
I
They do.
had I
That's
you
cool.
had the like what they call like a king cab where they're actually doors. I had like half doors in the back.
Yeah. With the little suicide doors, they open backwards.
Suicide doors, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh wait, what kind of car? What kind of car had suicide doors?
My
Tacoma.
white
Tacoma had
Toyota
suicide doors.
Tacoma.
Yeah, it's called an extended cab. So instead of the
Extended
quad
cab,
cab,
yep.
it's an extended cab.
That's cool.
Not a full king cab with a full back seat, it's just like a half back seat.
I
But
kind
the
of like the
Tacoma is still pretty spacious.
I kind of like the Tacoma. If I remember correct, Tacoma is a truck that has got like in towards the bed. It's got the indent right where he kind of has the step up on the side, or no
No, that's a step side.
step side. I like trucks. It's the
Okay.
trucks that got the steps. I like those too because you get I don't know. It kind of makes the body look a little bit cooler too.
It does.
But yeah. So okay, yeah. I I swear I've seen Tacomas that have them, or does it just some of them have them?
So I believe I don't believe Tacoma ever did it, but I do but I know for a fact that Tundra did the step side. But it's a little weirder than like a Chevy or a Ford. A Chevy or a Ford is more pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
The Tundra did it and the Tundra was a little less pronounced on the step side. But I don't think anybody does a step side anymore. And
Okay.
not for like 10 years or 15 years probably. Probably even longer than that.
Whoa, it sounded like some something I'm sorry.
My
Something just
my
happened outside.
oh shit, be careful out there.
Yeah, I
My
don't know what it was.
20-year reunion is this year, and I'm not going. Not
What
interested.
happened? What
No,
what you
no,
what
no, nothing bad, nothing bad. I'm just not interested. Everybody that I talk to or I want to see, I see them already from high school. I got a lot of buddies that I
Oh,
hang out
no.
with. So,
Wow.
Tommy, did you do your 20?
That would have been
3 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago.
23.
Yeah,
No, I didn't. Because like you, but the thing was, we were talking about this earlier in just like a private live where like we were like, I think Zach was thinking we're more like the Gen X, like, but that was like 50 years ago. Like where
you're
at
right.
least I was looking at like the line where millennials started, and I where I was one of the earlier millennials where I saw the world before the internet, before social media, and then I saw that we were like the transition generation. Otherwise, you could say shorthanded, we're the trans generation.
I love it. We are the trans generation. Oh, that's funny. Making waves, making waves.
Transitional generation.
I
Wait,
love it.
so so what generation is it now? I'm
Oh,
Generation X, I think. I don't know.
trying this out here. We're seeing
I
there's a
forget. There's too many to count.
Tundra step side.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See, she's pretty. So that's an actual suicide door where it had handles because yours didn't
Oh
have
yeah,
handles, right? Look at that. Oh, she pretty. She is
That dude,
pretty.
so
that's
we can even
cool.
do that too. We can look up stuff.
Well, that has an
See,
interesting curve on the backside of it.
on the
Mhm.
the taillights, yeah. It's a
It's
little
nice
Yeah.
different.
looking.
It almost
Tundras
looks
are
like
nice.
a
Tundras are nice.
I would love to upgrade to a Tundra. It kind of looks like an HHR. Here, look up an HHR, see if you can bring that up.
HHRs are different looking. Those are cool.
Well, yeah, that's a hatchback or like a station wagon.
Whoa.
HHR.
Yeah, Chevy HHR. Or maybe not the HHR, like the what's it called? Um
Any of those?
SSR. I think it was SSR, maybe.
S10. I had an S10.
Oh no, no, look up
Well,
the
wait.
SSR.
Could you click the one? Could you click the one
The blue
that's
one.
yeah? Click the blue one and then the red one
This one
right above it.
No, 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 no.
No.
or
That's
the older
Type
one?
in no, type in SSR. No,
Any of those?
SSR. Yeah, yeah, those.
The silver
SSR.
one looks cool. Some of what year is that orange one? The silver one looks cool too. The yellow one looks cool, man. How
Those are
much
like
is it?
60s.
Green one looks cool too.
Green one is like 50s. It should say if you click on it, probably.
I just think I've seen something like that before.
But yeah, the SSR was a weird, weird looking little like it. The SSR is like the new El Camino.
Coming from GoMotors.net.
I'm surprised it doesn't say the year on it, huh? But yeah, I did cars. I did cars. Corvette. The Corvette was my favorite car. I was obsessed.
I've liked the Camaros. Corvettes are nice too.
Yeah, they're just expensive.
So we can totally do that too, and be visual, but use the visual medium.
I like that, man. I like that you can just bring shit up or bring stuff up. I guess we can curse.
Look it up.
What do you guys think about the
Look it
PT
up.
Cruiser? Remember that one?
PT Cruiser.
I actually like it. I actually like the
Yeah.
PT Cruiser.
Did you
It,
always like it? Did you always like it though? Because I went through. I like it now, there was a point in time where I thought it was so dumb, and then now I'm like, now I would really get it.
well, the PT Cruiser was made after the Prowler.
That kind of looks like it. That's a Chevy, but that kind of looks
That's the
like it.
SSR. Yeah, so look up the PT Cruiser and then look up the Prowler, Chrysler Prowler, or who made Prowler? I think Chrysler did at one point. Oh, the Prowler is sick looking. Plymouth, Plymouth Chrysler. So yeah, so that's the PT
There's
Cruiser.
PT Cruiser, whole different variations.
Now go look at the Prowler, Plymouth Prowler, Chrysler Prowler. You can get one for 30 grand. That's not bad. 1999.
Now
They're
my Jeep is
sick.
technically Chrysler.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh,
Oh yeah.
look at that thing. So that's what the PT Cruiser was like modeled off of. I think they're on the same frame, maybe. No, probably not with those weird front wheels.
Whoa.
Hold on, boys. I'm gonna go get another soda.
Yeah, just testing, chilling out, just talking about
Talking about whatever pops up.
cars, whatever pops up, high school, classes
Ooh,
took,
how
my
about
Let's look at
drugs?
motorcycles.
my
Oh yeah, motorcycles.
I
Colin,
don't I
is
don't do
weed
much
legal in
drugs
Virginia?
anymore.
I'm sorry.
Is
Weed.
weed legal in Virginia?
I think so. Yeah.
You don't.
I don't really. w- Uh, uh, there's like green cards or something
Right. Yeah.
where you get there's some sort of card that you can get where it's good. Um, I'm not much of a smoker myself, or not much of a yeah, I'm not much of a smoker myself, but
Good. Good. Yeah.
but
I quit it all.
sometimes it makes me think too much.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's probably there's certain times where I have and I've enjoyed it, but that I don't really smoke anymore, and I'm trying to be sober right now. But
That's awesome.
I know that it helps some people, and I don't knock it or anything like that. Whatever works for anyone to keep a clear head or whatever they enjoy, I think they should be able to do it. But I'm not. It's just not the thing for me anymore. But there was a point in time where I I thought it was okay, and it still is, but I'm just not much of a smoker anymore.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Everything you said.
Do you guys have what's the laws like where you guys are at?
So we have like what's called THCA, which is like a variant of THC, but it's not quite the same, and it's all right. But yeah, I quit smoking myself, and I'm trying to do the sober life as well, and it's going okay. I mean, it's going very well, but I picked up cigarettes, and that's not a great habit.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you, dude. Sober life is good, like m- the majority of the time, but then sometimes you hit a wall where you just get you get frustrated or overwhelmed, and then it brings you to a point of temptation. That's where I'm at right now, where like most days are pretty good, but then like there will be something that makes me like mad or upset or sad, and I'm like, if I just took like one or two shots, I think that I would feel so much better. And but
And do you feel
it's
better once you take those shots?
well, there's been times where I have. I feel like I have, but it
Yeah.
brings me to a point where I want to keep drinking then,
Right.
and then I want to like, and then it just becomes easier to drink. Like like it literally just goes down like you know what I mean. You get to a point
Yeah.
where
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and once it becomes easier to drink, then even though they say slippery slope is whatever, it's I mean, it kinda is the case for some things when it's literally easier to drink, and then so then you just wanna, like, keep it going, but because of the way that it feels, it makes it kinda harder to make those decisions in the right way, compared to what you would have thought was good or bad when you first started. So, I'm at a point where I'm trying to just kinda pick most bad habits I have, and some days are better than others, but I think that if I just pray about it enough and talk with people when I have when I have those temptations or whatever, then I can probably just refocus my mind on better things. But I still got work to do, and I definitely don't knock anyone for doing what works for them. I don't want to I know that when I heard if people were trying to be sober or whatever, I thought it was kind of dumb. But whatever works for different people, everyone's different, right? So whatever works for someone might not work for someone else. But yeah, I definitely I have some friends who I the way their routine is something that would not only not work for me, but I wouldn't have guessed it would have worked for them. So I just got to a point where I just kind of just like don't really mind as long as someone is happy, then whatever works for them. And but yeah, you know, I whatever to each their own.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got bad into the drinking, so I had to quit. I got really, really bad. So probably it'll be a while before I even try to get back into it. Probably, hopefully, as long as I can, at least.
Yeah, yeah,
So
absolutely,
you,
man.
Colin, are you a religious guy? You said you pray a lot. I really like that.
Yeah, I pray a lot, and I pray to God. I some sometimes it'll just like be in the middle of the day. Sometimes it'll be in the morning. Sometimes it'll just be at random times. Sometimes it'll be when I'm facing a difficult decision. So sometimes I don't do it as like a routine, but I'll do it when I feel like I've come to a point where I don't know the answer to something, but I know it's an obstacle that I have to cross. So I just think about it, and I put my thoughts to a place where I just admit that I need some help. And once you admit that you need some help, then you kind of just open the doors for um uh, a new idea you know what I mean? Once like it like sometimes like at the end I'd probably say I pray most at the end of the day when um either I feel overwhelmed or especially if I have a good day too. If I have a good day, I'll I'll say thank you to whoever or to God who because a lot of times when I have good days, it's things that I either wouldn't expect or it's things that came into alignment that I didn't think was possible. So once you admit that it wasn't me who did it, then I gotta say thank you to someone. You know what I mean?
Amen to that. Absolutely.
And I can't go around just saying thank you to everyone all day. It's whoever brought us together. So it's like
Well,
yeah, I
tonight we're
pray
gonna
to
have
God.
to thank Tommy for that because he brought us together. So
Yeah, man.
Well, thank you,
Tommy.
Tommy. We appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, Tommy, man. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm a
And I think
dude. I can't. Tommy was a mean boss. That's something new that I've learned
No,
today.
he really was not. He was not. No, don't.
Oh, you should have kept. You should have kept it going. You should have kept it going. I could do Tommy. When's the last time you said anything mean to anyone?
If ever. Probably his sister, huh?
there's stories going back like and cousin and sister would always get together and it would always be like me and my cousin ganging up against my sister
Of
Yeah,
and more play than anything. Sometimes
course.
sibling rivalries are real.
sometimes it got
Oh,
a little more serious too, but like it was usually playing and like yeah, let's gang up on I keep coming around and come getting let's do this to sister.
Do you guys do you have siblings too?
I do, yeah. I have a younger brother. He's 6 years younger than I.
Oh, nice. You guys still close? I have a brother too, and some years we're close. Some years we get in arguments.
Yeah, my brother kind of got distant whenever our dad died. He died 2015, 2014, somewhere
Oh,
around there.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. And but yeah, so he's been kind of distant. He lives close actually, lives up in like Conroe area. But no, I don't get to see him very often because he kind of sticks to himself, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, but hopefully, hopefully he's starting to warm up a little bit to us. And me and my family, we're a lot to handle, so a lot of energy. Mm, like I was telling Tommy, not everybody can handle all of that energy. So
Yeah,
sometimes it's
yeah.
too much. Sometimes it's too much, to be honest. I apologize if I'm fidgeting a little bit too much. I don't do well at just sitting down. So I'm trying. This is kind of good for me to kind
Oh,
of figure out.
oh yeah, it's all good, man. Me too.
Cool, 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 cool.
Was your
But
dad
yeah,
like
no, this
kind of like a calming like was it calm person and then once she died then that's when things kind of like got crazy or something?
no, I mean it was more of like they were really close. They're really good
Okay.
buddies. So I think it was kind of like losing his best friend and his dad at the same time.
Mhm.
So it was kind of like that. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough
Damn.
for everybody, but I mean it happens. Parents are supposed to die before or after, yeah, before their kids. So
Yeah.
it's not terrible.
How old were you?
How about you, Colin? Any siblings?
Um, yeah, I got a younger brother. I got um I got two my both my parents are still around, which I'm really thankful for. I love them so much. I wish I could see them a little bit more, but they're happy right now and they really like where they're at. So I'm happy for them, you know what I mean? So like whatever they got going on is working for them. So I'm just happy to touch base with them as much as I can. I I was I was talking to my parents the other day. They seem really happy. So I'm thankful for that.
That's awesome.
Oh, it sounds like you kind of like because you were going through like a rough thing like you're hoping that they're still talking to you or something. It sounds like you got
Yeah.
past that.
Yeah, there was there's been couple or a few times this last year where it just seemed like I had gotten myself into a place where I was so stressed out about it, and the obstacles seemed like really overwhelming, and it was it's something that I felt, and I felt like even talking about it, or like the way that I was expressing myself to other people, even if I was being nice to my parents or a friend or something like that. I wasn't able to express myself the way I wanted to, and the relationship began to break down a little bit. And um, things have turned around from that. Um, but that's something that I'm really trying to work on, is because I'm realizing now as I get older, there's some situations you can't think your way out of, and you can't. And the more you think about it, the more that you tend to feel it. And once you feel something, people can pick up on vibes or whatever it's called, your energy, your aura, and people can see it on your face sometimes. People see it in the way your actions, the way you walk, or the way you talk. And so sometimes when I get overwhelmed, I just separate myself. Or if I do come across and talk about uh, it with family or a friend, then it might um, affect the relationship. So I'm still working on it. And what I've learned is usually if I need to ask someone for help, I try to at least come to the table with like one or two ideas or steps that I've been trying to take, and not just lay out on the table the problem. You know what I mean? Because like when I come across to someone, or there's a situation that I need to talk about or bring to someone to ask for help, I I don't want to just like unload it. I don't want to spread it around. I want to at least try to pick it up or organize it in a way where it can be broken down and eventually eliminated. So, long
And
story
I think
short,
that's where probably prayer comes in, probably. Like you're
yeah,
saying, don't overthink it and maybe do some praying.
yeah, absolutely. Doing some praying, put myself in a position where I talk my way through it, or I think about it in a way where I'm a little bit vulnerable, but I'm opening myself up to new ideas about it there being being received, putting myself in a position where I'm emotionally processing a little bit, so I'm open and willing to receive something that might change my circumstances for the better. You know what I mean? If you just hold something in and you want to just deny that you can't handle it, then you're just fighting a fight. You feel it, and people can see that on your face when you're fighting a fight with yourself or with someone else. So exactly, you don't want to just shovel it and put it somewhere else because it's still there. And I'm trying not to let affect uh uh my relationships have gotten quite a bit better recently, but yeah, just trying to just trying to you just I'm just trying to square certain things before I ask anyone for help, and pray about it, brainstorm about it, write things down, look at it the next day, cross some things off, add a couple things, make a couple things better, and then ask someone for their ideas. But definitely not being scattered about it. That just being more um just being more honest with myself, and having friends like Tommy definitely really helps it too, because when he's so pragmatic about certain things, and he's able to be more patient with certain things that I can be when certain things might be overwhelming to me. So so I try to learn a little bit from my friends about that too. So I'm thankful for you guys, man, too. Even just talking about what works helps me solidify a process in my head that I want to continue, and recognize that things will work and don't work. So yeah, man, it's a process. It's a
Life, man.
process,
Life is a
man.
nonstop process. It never ends.
It
I've
it
found
is.
being the thinker that I always was, like, I was in my head constantly, and before I mentioned
Oh,
before the training stuff, 2021 before that, I was in my head. I was thinking nonstop, and just sometimes you just need to just stop thinking, let it happen, and
Yeah.
whatever's happened, let it happen naturally because that's how it's. I don't know. I don't want to say it's supposed to, but like that's let it naturally happen,
Yeah.
and that's what needs to happen. And in the last 10 years, it's been like the most beautiful thing. I didn't always realize it, but it's been the most beautiful thing. I've had exactly what I needed. But I just let things play out.
And I've definitely seen Tommy like blossom because I've watched him over the years, and so I could definitely see that from you.
See, it's on me for starting from a very younger age too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I've also made headway. I haven't always had a clear mind, and it takes a long time sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys ever feel like you have a you ever feel like you got like what's something that works for you when you feel like you got something on your plate that's overwhelming, but there's different types of stress. Like sometimes it's stress in your head, and then it's like sometimes in your stomach. Do you ever feel like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's a mixture of overthinking in the head and then the stress that you feel in the stomach.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's the next thing I'm trying to tackle.
Some things that can kind of sometimes work. Just stepping outside, going outside, being in the sun,
Amen.
breathing deep breaths. Actually, like we the biggest function we need to do in life is to breathe, and I hear we're not even doing that correctly. But if you actually put more thought into your breaths and breathing, and deep breaths, like in out hold for they call it the box breathing or something, and in for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, so for that whole process. And with a sigh, to let out a big sigh and everything too, because that's like a big part of it. Like actually sigh when you're exhaling. Let out a big sigh with the breath out. Music,
Yeah.
listening to music. Touched on music before too.
Yeah. Yeah, music's really helpful too. I feel like music
Music.
helps me take deeper breath. Like sometimes when I'll take
Mhm.
it, sometimes when listening to a certain song of music will make me it'll almost like relax my back or lung. It'll make me like yawn and like that relaxing yawn, not like a tired yawn, but like at the end of the day, it's almost like a double or triple
Mhm.
yawn where you're like where it's almost
Like
like the
you're letting it
air is
all out.
restored. Yeah, yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You
dude.
know what the most calming thing for me now is, and I know a lot of people don't agree with this, but driving is calming,
Oh, yeah,
entertaining.
absolutely.
Oh my god, traffic! I love driving in traffic.
Oh, I don't like traffic, but I love driving. I love
It's
driving cross
entertaining,
country.
like, the way I'll give space and everything, I'll let space in front of me and everything, and people, like, I love to see, like, all the people getting in, "Oh, they're getting in a car length ahead." Like, I was like, "Good for you, hope that works out for you, buddy."
Yeah, exactly. Like you
I'm
didn't get
watching them like,
anywhere and you just
"Oh, you're
screwed
you're
around.
going up in this lane, it seems like it's empty. Oh, wait, nope. How you doing?"
It is
It's
very entertaining.
entertaining. It's
Yeah.
I it's calming. I love driving, and so like when we talk
Yeah.
about like when the self-driving cars comes, like, well, do I want the self-driving feature? No, because I love driving.
But the
Yeah.
self-driving feature is nice because then you get to get work done, like we were saying, right, in transportation and stuff, public transportation.
Yeah, I'm trying, dude. I'm still trying to learn buses and stuff like that, dude. Like, I I I can do it. I like trains though. I like
I
trains. You guys ever
love
been?
trains. I love the Europe. I wish Texas would just buckle down and do the bullet train that they've been talking about for years.
Oh my god, I wish. So
I
it
love those
turns it.
European trains. I love that. I love train in Italy. I did that once. I
It
love
would
that.
it would turn a 3-hour drive to Dallas into a 30-minute travel.
Mhm.
The bullet train is insane. It would go like 3 times as fast. I would love that. Or
They're
we can get Elon
talking
Musk to
about
build underground, highways, that would be dope.
oh, there's the underground talk. Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Where the have you seen Demolition Man or all these movies with the people well, no, it was that was something else. There was Wesley Snipes was in that. Yeah, the
Yeah,
underground
yeah.
people.
Well,
What do you guys
demo
think? Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
I was so like okay, so this is the point where I admit that I know nothing, okay? But like
Nah,
when it comes to like underground stuff, like when you're traveling, you want things are aerodynamic, you want things to be like you want to be gliding on top of something. What's like the efficiency difference between put making there just be like an elevation or bridge versus it just being like completely underground? Like
cheaper.
like sorry?
It's cheaper.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't
because you're building structures up versus just digging.
yeah.
It's
So
safer and cheaper,
wait, so if it was elevated so they should just they could just like
I
do
think.
like sea levels they got to track the sea level stuff or the above water I don't know, dude. I think it would be cool if there was just like a big bridge like over
But
everything.
just but just think, like, so in Houston, like, it's constantly under construction, so there's tons of traffic because they're always building roads or expanding roads or building a new, 99 or like a new tollway kinda thing. When you're digging underground, there is no you're not stopping traffic, you're not it's all
Oh,
just
that's true.
underground without anybody knowing.
Yeah,
So there's, I
that's
think, a
true. It
lot of
probably affects
benefits.
less stuff. Yeah.
But so maybe the cost is actually the issue because I think it might
Yeah.
be not as cost effective potentially.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not an engineer, so
Yeah.
I don't know too much.
It'd be
There's like
cool. It'd be
a
cool if
lot
there's
of
that train though too.
trains. A lot of cities have subways, trains, tracks underground. I know Houston has not train systems, but there's a whole like community underground, like at least downtown Houston, and there's
Have you ever
shops
been in
and
it?
stores. I have,
I
yeah,
want to check it out. I've never
it's
I've never seen
insane.
it before.
It's a whole like city under there, under Houston.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah, it's because
pretty
we
cool,
built up
man.
so much. We built up so much, and we got so many fucking people. So they had to figure out some way to, I guess, put more in. So they went underground.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Virginia, do you live in like a big city in Virginia?
Just Virginia Beach is probably it's probably one of the nicer beach areas in Virginia. It's got it's got some pretty cool stuff. There was like a skateboarding thing today that was pretty cool. There's some cool restaurants. Um, there's um there's some good fishing places. There's some good um there's a cool I think there's like two or three cool entertainment parks here that are really cool, really big.
Tom,
Like
you should bring up a map of Virginia. So I'm looking at it right now. So Norfolk would be the biggest
yeah.
city. Yeah.
In the wait, Norfolk's the biggest city in Virginia?
No, no, no. The biggest city next,
Oh,
closest to
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's weird how they break down the metropolitan areas and stuff like that. There's like when if you're in southeastern Virginia near the coast here, they call it like the seven cities, where
Hmm.
I think it's Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Portsmouth, Suffolk, Newport News, Hampton, and Chesapeake.
So it looks like Richmond's probably your biggest city.
Yeah, Richmond's pretty cool. I've been out there and it's got some certain parts are a little bit older, but it's kind of like trendy in its own way. It's got some cool like artsy colleges there. It definitely has, like, it's different because it has a little bit of, like, a Midwestern vibe to it, but it's still a little bit classic, and it also has some good restaurants. Things are a little bit more spread out. There's some cool, like, bars there. I think, like, there's some cool, like, lounges, I guess you would call them, where they're even though there's just some cool spots to hang out there, you know? Um, and it has its own, I don't know the word to it, but I guess I would say bustle to it, where it has its own vibe to it, but it's
That's
it's
cool.
it's cool, yeah.
What's
Um,
the capital of Virginia? Is it Roanoke?
the capital of Virginia is Richmond.
It is Richmond.
Yeah, 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 man. It's pretty cool to if you guys ever have any extra time or do, I mean, it's really nice here in the summer. Virginia Beach area is really cool. There's cool, like, concerts and stuff. Obviously, the beach. There's only like 3 or 4 kind of beaches here. There's like there's like the touristy side of Virginia Beach. There's the more residential part where it's a little bit calmer. There's they call it Sandbridge and Chicks Beach, where it's a little bit calmer. It's almost like the beach slopes a little bit differently, but it's still the way so like the waves come in a little bit. It was the length of the beach isn't quite as long. So like when the the like in Virginia in like there's a part of the Virginia Beach area where it goes from like I think it's like 26th Street to like 80 or 90th Street or something like that. So it's just such a long beach. So it has this like the unique way the waves come in. But then in Sandbridge or Chicks Beach, when I've been there, it seems like it's been like um a little bit calmer. But it might have just been the days that I went. Now that I think about it, but it's pretty chill, man. It's it, it got to a point a couple years ago where I felt like I saw everything, but now I feel like it's changing a bit where I'm seeing a bunch of new stuff, which might be a byproduct of just moving to different areas in the city. But I think more so now recently, I'm seeing stuff where I'm like, huh, I haven't seen that before. Maybe it's just a new place opening up or stuff like that. How far away are you guys from your nearest beach?
About an
Galveston, if
hour.
you want to call that a beach.
Not really.
I had a I don't go in the water in the Galveston anymore ever since I got stung by a man of war.
Oh, geez. A man of Ray or a man of war? What's a man of war?
Man of war, like long tentacles, big jellyfish, essentially. I guess.
Ah, that sounds terrible. You got to pee on it.
Yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
what
a big fan
happened.
of the water myself.
But like it's nice. Like you everything else, that's you got the beach life there, and I'm good. I'd be good with Galveston just being hanging out by the beach, going on the
I,
piers.
I like driving on the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, driving on the beach is cool. I want to be one of those
I
people that drives like golf carts on the beach or whatever that thing is
Hell
called.
yeah.
need
Dude,
to take advantage of having a Jeep.
dude,
Exactly.
dude, Tommy, bring the Jeep here. You would love it, dude.
Tommy,
I
let's go on a road trip. Let's go to Virginia Beach, bro.
I've visited Richmond. Actually, Richmond is very rich in history. Like it's the Civil War, where the South, and it wouldn't go back to Civil War. It,
Yeah.
that's where south of the Mason Dixon line. So
Dude, there's a
Edgar
lot of
Allan
cool parks
Poe's
around here.
museum. We checked that out. Edgar Allan Poe's museum. That was weird and dark.
Wait, where was it? I didn't hear about that. I didn't know
In
about that one.
Richmond, like right downtown because apparently like he lived that was his hometown or something. Edgar Allan
Okay.
Poe. So he has his museum and his house and everything over there. The Hollywood Cemetery. A lot of famous people in history buried there in that Hollywood Cemetery. So we were like sister lived right around there for a little bit, like short time, like right around in that area and everything. So I visited Richmond. I did the drive from Richmond to Virginia Beach, and we ate at this like oyster seafood restaurant.
Oh,
Happy hour oyster. Like it wasn't that great for happy hour
uh,
oyster.
It
sounds
wasn't?
amazing though.
You said it was or wasn't?
It wasn't right. It was happy hour or something. It wasn't that great or
There's some
something.
cool. There's some cool happy hour spots around here. I show you guys some cool happy hour spots. Even, I'll that'd be pretty cool. I'll send you guys I'll send you guys a list of some cool places if you ever make it out here. I'll send you a list.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm always
You
driving around, so I can't
So
wait till my next road
I
trip.
did. I flew into DC, took the Greyhound to Richmond, then we visited Virginia Beach one day. We went out to Williamsburg another day. Jamestown. Saw that was awesome. A lot of cool parts in over there in Virginia, all around Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia is really cool. Very rich with history, like you said.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it seriously is.
Then
I keep wanting to call you Jamie, Tommy, like on the Joe Rogan show. All right, Jamie, bring up the map.
so now I feel we got to bring up Texas here a little bit.
All right, yeah, let's take a look at Texas.
So like there's the main stretch. You say if sports we would call it the I-45 series, like between Dallas and Houston. I-45 is the highway that connects Dallas and Houston. I-10 to
Yep.
San
I
Antonio.
45.
Yeah, for I-45 is the big one.
I
Fredericksburg
45 or 545?
I
I-45
I
interstate.
45. So that means it goes left to right, right?
no, up and down.
Oh, 10.
Up and down.
The odd numbers go north south.
hmm
No,
10
odd
goes
number.
west to east,
10 goes from
all the
Florida
way to
to
California.
California.
Yep. I've been all up and down I-10.
So you can also essentially take I-10 all the way east and just and then I guess going a little north to Virginia.
Hey, Tommy, I've got a question for you. Why is Colin's circle bigger than my circle? Just
I don't.
curious.
I think
We all
because
on my side it looks like we all have different shapes.
It's all
it's
Yours
different
your
shapes, yeah.
it's your phone. Like I think it's the phone setup. If you turn phone sideways, there's
Oh,
different
sideways, maybe.
style. There's different styles. Like now, so you're changing your side, and I'm changing the shapes too. But we can see if
Oh,
that
cool.
changes.
Oh
Make it all
boy,
circles there. See now you're the same now the same size as my circle.
nice. Oh, okay, interesting.
How do I get to be a circle?
It looks like
I don't
you're
want to
on
be
your
a
phone
rectangle
too.
anymore.
Turn your phone sideways. You're on your phone, right?
Yeah.
The same thing. Yeah. And then now we'll go to circles. Now there you go.
Just curious.
There we go.
I think circles look better.
I agree. I think the
Is that
circles look better.
different? Yeah.
It just cuts out a little bit of like what's around you, which is kind of nice because then you just focus on the people
Mhm.
instead of what's in the background. Ooh, Colin, I got a good question for you. You into
Yeah.
Pokemon at all?
Oh, I used to. I really liked it a lot. I think that I probably I probably stopped playing around the Pokemon Go time, but
Okay, yeah.
I like Pokemon though. That's pretty cool. Do you
I
play it?
recently got back into it.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, dude, that's
What
sick.
cards do you have?
Oh man, I got all kinds of crazy cards. My most expensive card right now is the Charizard, the flying Charizard. Here, I'll show you. Um, yeah, I just recently got back into it because it's like super popular. But I don't. I'm trying to learn how to play again. But no, I like it for the value.
Yeah, man. Do you, so you play with the cards, not the apps or anything?
I've got Pokemon Go,
Okay.
so I've been fucking with that a little bit. But yeah, so
That's
this
pretty
is my
cool.
most expensive card right now.
Whoa, that looks cool, dude. Wait,
Dude,
could you wait? It's a little. It's the way it's shining a little bit in a way where it's hard to.
yeah.
It's like a purplish.
Bro, the cards now are gorgeous. Like, look at some of these. So this is my favorite card right now. So that card I just showed you, that Charizard's worth like $200.
What?
It's insane. So this is my favorite card right now. It's a Jinx. I like how it's all purple with the blonde hair and the big red lips. Big.
I like that one.
And then
At
they've
least
got
you.
these, the like celestial crowns. So they've got like crowns
Bro.
and shit on them. They're so pretty, bro. But these are only worth like 5, $7. There's some that are worth like 50, eighty
Well,
dollars more.
what's dude? That one looks scary, dude. The one on your left, and that looks scary, dude. What is that?
Bro, there's so many damn
Tommy, did
Pokemon.
you see that? Tommy, did you see that one that he was holding up?
I had to fix my blurry camera.
But yeah, man,
What is that?
there-
That's
there's some crazy ones. And like look how pretty this one is. Like they're called full arts versus like, like the traditional ones that are just
Whoa,
like that. But yeah, man, I've got a shit ton now.
do
And
that
they've
too.
got
I
they've got gold cards now.
that's a cool one. Is that a mountain in the background?
Yeah, it's Glacier Mountain or something. Gravity Mountain. Yeah, they're cool, man. I'm super into it.
That's pretty sweet, dude. It makes me
It's
want to get
fun.
back into it. I like.
You
Do you like?
should, but it's hard right now.
Really?
Yeah, because there's scalpers that are buying like all the cards, so you can't find them in the shops and stuff or the stores.
That's whack.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's so fun and it's expensive and addicting.
Yeah, dude. Once you get a few like good looking ones, you just want to keep adding to the collection.
Exactly, exactly. And cracking
What?
packs, man. And
What's
nonstop
your?
cracking packs.
What's? Do you remember Gengar?
You said what?
Gengar, the
Oh yeah,
ghost looking
Gengar.
one, and
Absolutely. That's
I like Gengar and Mankey.
yeah, see, I've got a poster with all the original on there.
Oh, sweet.
Let's see, where are the ones you were saying? Oh yeah, Ghastly and Gengar.
Yeah. Ghastly, Gengar, Dragonite. You got Dragonite on there?
Yeah, Dragonite was towards the end. There he is down there. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, it's a whole underground or not even underground. It's a whole freaking community. It's crazy. I'm having just an absolute blast with it.
That's sweet. Do you ever do you if you is there certain like groups where like you trade them, or do you once you once you have them you don't want to give them up? Do you feel like once you have 'em, like what kind of style are you where like you because you don't really trade them just to have them. You probably got to make your own collection of what you like and hold on to them, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different strategies. It depends on what you're doing. So if you're playing with them and you're
Mhm,
playing the game, you're trading and you're trying to get the best deck so you can
mhm.
you play, and then you can trade them for value. So like I can trade that $200 card for probably I mean 4, 5, 6 different cards that are still bangers, still really good cards that are
Mhm.
only worth $30 or $50. Um, so there's a lot of different strategies. I collect for value, but
Mhm.
I also have a shop, so I sell packs,
Oh, sweet.
and then yeah, and then so I could sell that Charizard. It's worth like $200 right now. So if I find a seller, I could sell it for $200, or I could sell it to like a card shop or GameStop for like 80 to 60% of the value. So it'd be like 120 to $160 if I wanted to just sell it like quick. So man, it's a whole economy in itself. It's
Yeah.
it's super cool.
Dude, that's sweet. What's the rarest one you've ever seen?
I think that the Charizard that I have, I actually have 2 of them. It's insane. That because you pull them, you open a pack and then you see what's in there, and so it's super rare to get a super rare one. Obviously, that's kind
Mm.
of how it works. But so I've had really good luck with pulling and stuff. But I've also opened like 300 packs or something ridiculous like that. So it's been a lot. It's a lot.
What
So, but it's so much fun.
what's one that you tried to trade with someone with and you couldn't make the deal, but you wish you did? Was there any one that got away from you?
So no, I haven't really done too much trading. Right now, I'm just kind of opening
Mhm,
and getting back into it. I've been back into it for about 3 months now, 3 or 4 months. So I'm still pretty new into it. So I couldn't even name, you know,
mhm.
10 Pokemon that are of the new generations. But all the original ones I know from back when I was a kid.
Do you have one next on your mind that you wanna get next? Do you have your eye on anything?
So that Charizard that I just showed you, so it's a full art card. So there's actually Charmeleon and Charmander, and if you put them all together, it creates one big picture. So I
Mhm.
just need the middle one. I need the full art Charmeleon, and he's worth like $50 or something, $45 somewhere around there. So I would love to get the full picture. Um, so that's kind of what I want, but I'm
Nice,
in
man.
I'm in no hurry.
Nice, man.
So is it annoying that I'm chewing gum while we do this?
Mm,
No?
mm,
Okay, good.
not at all.
Cool. But yeah, no, I've got here, I'll show you a little. I mean, this is just a little bit of the stacks of Pokemon cards. It's been insane. And then I got just buckets and buckets full of cards just all over.
Nice,
And then
man.
this is my shop. I don't know if you guys can see
Whoa.
that. It's delayed. Yeah, so ChatGTP made this sticker for me. So these are my business cards. They are stickers. It's been
That's pretty
super
cool.
fun. This is the first sticker I made. This is the original junk removal, and then this was the second edition. So they come out pretty fun. It's been really cool.
That's awesome,
And
man.
there's you guys.
I like that Pikachu above
Yeah,
your
yeah,
page.
yeah. The Ash Ketchum is really cool. Pikachu, and then these are the booster box or the elite trainer boxes, ETBs. And it comes with a bunch of packs and like the dice and all the things you need to do to play. So man,
That's
it's a
awesome.
blast, but it's expensive. It's an expensive hobby. Like if you really get into it.
Nice, man. Is that Dragon
Yeah,
Ball
it's
Z above you?
behind?
Yeah. There's like
What?
a the blue action figure. There's like a red foot dangling down.
Oh no, it's Sonic.
Oh, nice.
I like stuffed animals too. I like toys and stuffed animals and all kinds of fun stuff.
The thing hanging out.
You got a dangler. You got a dangler. Ugh.
So you
But yeah.
store like, what is the store again? It's antiques or no, not it's collectibles.
Z-
What do you store has
yeah,
Ziggy's?
It's Ziggy's Prime Picks. I've got cards, collectibles, and toys. So a little bit of everything.
I was thinking like antiques or something.
I used to do antiques. I worked for an antique store for a little bit,
But
and
don't
that was
wasn't
fun.
there like a old video game or something?
Oh yeah, and I got retro video games as well. So
Or is it
like
like a soda machine or some vending machine?
I sell vending machines as well. I mean, I sell anything that'll make me money, pretty much. I
What
love
kind
it.
of
It's
retro what
super
kind of
fun.
retro video games do you have or so?
Everything. I've got DS, Nintendo 64, NES, and all kinds of games and shit. I
That's
could show you.
yeah, yeah, I'll buy a DS off you with my next paycheck probably.
Yeah, I just got a DSi, which is the DS that connects to the internet. So I've been playing that a lot. I've been playing Mario on there. I actually have it here. I can show it to you. It's pink, which I don't care about the color, but some people do. But yeah, see these are a few of my games. I've got PlayStation 2, 1, 3, 4, and 5. Xbox original, Xbox One. These are all my 360 games. I have a ton of 360 games. Um, but this is the Game Boy. Hold on, let me. It's my iPad. But yeah, so this is the DSi. It's got camera on the front and the back, and then with the touchscreen on the bottom. So it's
Nice.
fun.
What kind of
I
games do you
mean,
play on it? The DS.
so I just got the DS because I buy, sell, and trade. It's kind of like a pawn shop, but I don't give out loans.
Mm,
Um, but or it's like more of like a GameStop, I guess.
mhm.
But I don't give like shitty deals.
Yeah.
I trade for good, decent prices, and
Yeah.
like, see, this is more Pokemon cards just everywhere. Pokemon has kind of dominated my life lately, and I don't mind. It definitely playing with all these old video games and playing, with Pokemon cards and stuff. It just really has brought back the nostalgia of my childhood. Um, and all that retro stuff is really coming back right now. Because like all of because now we're like 40, we're in our late 30s, or early 40s, and everybody has a little bit of cash to go out and spend, and they're buying all the toys that they used to play with. So it's getting like really, really popular right now.
That's good, man.
So
That
it's been a lot of fun.
that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, and I've
Um,
turned it into a business, and
what's your
it's
favorite
been,
game to play of all time?
oh man, all time, shit. Man, that's a difficult question. I don't know if you could ask a gamer what's his favorite game, but mine would probably be Super Smash Brothers 64.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Classic game.
I
If
like
I had to pick one that's recent, PUBG, Player Underground Battleground. I think that's what it
Damn,
stands for.
I gotta get that. I played that for a little bit. That was good, man.
It's super fun. Do you play anything now?
Um, Not really, dude, but dude, I will always if I see a Halo game, I will do whatever it takes to play.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I always liked
If I
Halo.
see it at someone's house, no matter which Halo, we gotta play 2v2 Guardian
Oh
uh
yeah.
team doubles, bro.
Halo
Tommy,
on
which Halo?
Xbox.
The original.
The original. I didn't play too much of the later
That's the
original
one.
Halo,
Halo
or like
2 was by far the best.
oh, or like N64 GoldenEye.
Absolutely. That's hands down. I mean, that's an easy one. Absolutely. That created the first person shooter, genre. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that was
That
the
was the
beginning of it all.
first. That was before Call of Duty or anything.
Oh yeah, that was way before Call of Duty. Doom and like Castle Wolfenstein and stuff. Those are the original first person shooters. But those were on the computer. But yeah, Nintendo 64 was like the first 3D, for console. I don't know if it was the first, but it was the first one that I played and that everybody remembers. GoldenEye is absolutely the banger that like everyone's played. And then the neon green, controllers and consoles and stuff. There's Nintendo 64, I think personally the best console that has ever been created. Um, as far as a jump, because you went from 2D on regular Super Nintendo, and then you went to 3D on Nintendo 64. So we were losing
Oh
our mind.
yeah,
We're like, what?
because
There's different like you know dimensions.
seeing
What
seeing Mario in 2D and then seeing
versus
Mario in
3D?
3D.
Exactly.
There's creating change. Love from
Exactly, and it was
creating change.
huge. It was huge change.
Green change. There's I mentioned Guy Bandy. That's him. That's Guy.
Oh,
He
that's
just
cool.
he just commented.
Oh
There he
yeah. Oh
is.
nice, brother
There he-
Tommy. Howdy, my friend.
that's Guy.
Why doesn't it? Let's
Creating
get Guy
change.
in here. Guy, you want to come
If
join
he if he
us?
wants, he's probably get settled down almost. He's out in Virginia area, but yeah,
Out on the East Coast. Oh no, I bet he's got a lot
I
to
know it's
Oh,
say.
late.
he lives in Virginia too?
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Thanks for popping in there. As they see on YouTube, giving some watch time.
That's right. Add to that watch time. Well, man, I mean, shit, we're an hour and 40 minutes in, and it feels like it flew by. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we're like to do this like so much. We're trying to get the other guy uh
That's gonna be a
that we're
fun one.
connected to, like Michael, get him in here to do these do this frequently. Do these
Yeah,
like
Absolutely.
maybe at least once a week, maybe.
Once a
yeah.
week would be great.
And
Just sit down and just bullshit.
Yeah,
oh
man.
yeah, Big Jack. Another one in our little YouTube community. He did something called it's every Saturday night. It's what's it called? We be jamming. He bring this guy Big Jack. He brings on like these people. Just they're not famous or anything. They just come and they can play music. They can sing, and he has like a YouTube variety show. And guy creating change. He plays the guitar and everything, and he'll go on his We Be Jammin' show. It's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Change even Obama would be proud of. That's cool.
Hmm.
So, well, before he jumps on, I need to take myself a little break. I'm gonna walk away, but I can still hear you guys, and I'll be chatting with you.
I mean, if you're up for it, if you're still up for it, coming from We Be Jammin', uh,
Oh, he's down. He knows he's down.
it was a good show. Yeah, I saw. I was like, but I was like doing this live chat here talking, but I did see We Be Jammin'. I did see it, but I will do this if you're interested. If not, no pressure. Just popping in the link, everything.
I'll be right back too. Hold on.
Come talk. And there was just one.
And then
And
there
for
was
a
one.
peer. And there was one.
Yeah, no,
Boom.
this has been fun, man. I really enjoy this.
But yeah, I did see We Be Jamming. I missed the
It's
last
pretty
2 months.
crazy.
It's the last Saturday of the month. Actually, not every Saturday night. Last Saturday of the month.
Oh, nice.
And this being May 31st on a Saturday.
Perfect.
I think he's coming in. I'll be just a few minutes. All right, cool.
Yeah, no rush. No rush at all.
Yeah, I know it's late out there and on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah. You guys are 1 o'clock, 1:30 now. Oh, no, 12:30. You're an hour ahead.
But yeah, we're just going Rogan style. Rogue. We're going rogue.
We're going
Rogan
rogue. I
style.
like that.
2 hours. It's like if you ever seen the first beginnings of how that all got started. They're just going in there. I love like going in. Like seeing it. They'll be just like How does this work? How does this work? I dropped it. I can drop it again here. Let's see. Did it pop in? I'm also on Instagram, but I've been ignoring Instagram. I might just got a few people that popped in for a second, but they're gone now. No one's watching on Instagram. But yeah, Korean Change, they do that a whole morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. Good vibes only.
I like it. I like it. I'll check it out.
I think Colin is a little familiar with Korean Change. Either Colin or Tommy. Trying to go to computer. I think unless you have the StreamYard guest app on the phone, then the next best way is on the computer. There's a separate app for StreamYard guests on the phone. I know you know that. Uh, Go back to circles. Oh, small boxes with the backgrounds. Some different things, different setups here. And then add that back in.
Boosting. Go ahead and zoom in on our little spring.
Oh, going to the old stomping grounds.
That's right. Go to the old Kroger, bro.
Yikes.
Yikes, indeed! Right there on that little curve, you're on it already.
How does it go? Be wood.
B Wood. I don't even know the B Wood like that. I think, which I think is an actual gang sign.
No, like the back of my hand now. Oh, there's
Yeah,
Burnham
right.
Wood right there. Burnham Wood.
B Wood. That's so funny.
Oh, looking out.
It's so crazy that people's
What I
perception
got.
of Texas. Like people were legitimately asking if I rode a horse to school when I
So
moved to
it was
California.
between school or work. This is where Zach and I spent a lot of the time theater when knowing each other. Right here on this corner.
On the corner. You remember Lewis? Lewis Boucher or whatever, Bucci?
Louis,
Butchee.
Louis, yeah.
Yeah, he still works there. He's been
I
there.
heard
Shit,
his mom passed away.
she did. Yes, I think she was the deli lady. She died
Yeah,
a couple years ago. You remember Marty?
Marty. Yep,
He
he's
he re-
well before me. He was there well before me.
he
Stopped and
was.
came back.
He retired. He retired a couple years ago, so now he's just living the good life. I see him
Hmm.
up at the bar all the time. Or used to.
Oh,
He's a big
Marty
drinker.
at the
He's
bar.
funny, bro. He's funny hanging out with.
So that's what we call all different parts of Houston. North side,
North
northeast side,
side.
or then there's the south side, which you want to probably avoid. Like I know there's a part of Philly I heard like you don't want to go to that part, but south side you don't really want to be in south side of Houston.
Yeah, they call it Guns Point.
But
That's where Southside
that's
starts.
actually North Houston. That's
It
Greens Point, right?
technically north, yeah. But that's where it starts.
Email. Oh, there we go.
All right, all right, all
What's
right.
up, gentlemen? Gentlemen, how are we? How you guys
Oh man,
doing
you got
this
a
evening, man?
professional setup. Jeez.
I
I
don't know
like
about
it.
all that. I just happen to have a microphone in front of my face. That's about as professional as it gets, man. Uh,
I don't know. That
yeah.
chair looks pretty comfy.
Hey, you know what, man?
The chair.
My wife, my mom, she ordered this chair a couple weeks ago, and my wife, she's got that Amazon shit, so she said, "I'll order it for you, mom." So mom give her what she wanted and everything, and we didn't know exactly what the hell it was she was getting, but anyway, uh, she got on there and was ordering it, and she said, "You want to see your chair?" And I was like, "What the hell are you talking about? I ain't getting no chair." She said, "I promise you, this will be your chair." And sure enough, my mom's a little short woman and she's not very tall, and this is a big ass chair. So when she sat in it, her feet was about that far off the floor. So I got the chair, man. I'm too cheap to buy me a chair like this, bro. Yeah, but if they're gonna give it to me, I'll take it. You know what I mean? But what's going on with you guys, man?
We're going
And
rogue.
Going rogue.
by the way, guy, this is like I know you have your friend Zach. Well, this is high school friend Zach.
Awesome, Zach. Good to meet you, man. I've actually heard Tommy speak of having a friend named Zach as well. So good to meet you.
Very
My name
cool.
is Guy. I'm from Virginia out here, man, in Southwest Virginia. So
I
good
hear
to
a little
meet you.
bit of accent. I like it.
Yeah, I was man, I was actually born in uh Havre de Grace, Maryland, right outside of Baltimore. So until I was about 19, I lived there. So I got a little bit of that accent, and I got a little bit of this accent kind of mixed in there. I just kind of talk the way I talk, you know. It's
No,
the
I
way
hear
it
you.
comes out, man.
It's
But
funny. Me and Tommy. Well, Tommy, I think grew up, or he was raised or born in New York. Did you say you were born?
no, I was
I was
oh
Texas born in
Oh,
Houston,
okay.
and
Texas
a
born.
month later, my family moved to New York, but I was
Okay,
born in Houston.
okay,
And neither of us have an accent at all. We're very neutral, I think,
yeah.
for coming from Texas at least.
Yeah. Well, I've never really, I didn't know, really, I don't know anybody personally enough other than Tommy as far as from Texas or in that area to even know like what the do y'all have a strong draw or strong language down there or is it just kind of plain?
In Houston, it's kind of plain.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, but once you start
Houston
getting,
can be pretty diverse too, I think.
yeah, absolutely.
What are we calling this, Tommy? I'll stream it to my audience for a few minutes, man.
It was live. I just called it live talk. I didn't know this was like
I love it.
testing out,
I
Live
love it,
BS
man.
talking about real things.
session.
Colin here is in Virginia Beach.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're not too well. You're a few hours away from me there, but
Yeah,
still,
man.
still home area.
Yeah.
I'm I'm not trying to ignore him, but I can't type very good, so it takes me like a long time to do the simplest things. But I'm back. But yeah, man. Is that where you was born at in Virginia Beach, or is that where you migrated to?
I migrated over here. I grew up in Connecticut area and then I
Okay.
came down to Virginia Beach to go to school and I kind of stuck around after making some good friends and
Yeah.
I kind of like the area and I guess going further down south from here, the cooler places that aren't super overpriced gets you all the way to Florida,
Yeah.
and there's enough to do around here to stay busy most of the time, and there's some good people out here, some good restaurants, so I figured I'd stick around for a little bit.
That's right. That's right. That's awesome,
You
man.
said are you from the Roanoke area?
I'm about 2 hours. from Roanoke, from where I'm at. I
Oh,
can,
nice, man.
yeah.
You like it out there?
I love it out here. I own a little spot right here. Me and my wife and my mother and father, we built them a house just about 75 yards from mine. And my wife grew up on this same little hillside about 200 yards from here, and her mom and dad live right there. So I intend upon being buried here. I ain't
That's
gonna,
Nice,
awesome.
man.
you
That's
know,
good, man.
I might travel places or something like that if good Lord sees fit. But as far as like ever being anywhere else other than right here, this is where if they'll let me, I'll just have them put me in a blanket and roll me over in the ditch. You know what I mean? If they'd let me, but um, yeah, I found where I'm gonna die at. Unless I just happen to die somewhere else. But as far as if this old boy dies at home, this is gonna be where I'm at. Um,
That's awesome.
but it's a good spot to raise a kid. I got two kids. I got a 15-year-old and coming up on 17-year-old now, and um,
Oh,
it's a great spot for raising a family, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Absolutely.
you got a lot of the bull crap, um, but you are kind of still shielded from it just a little. I mean, eh, it's not as bad as what it could be. I do know that. I got some friends from the Richmond area, and they have children. Well, they have a son about the same age as what ours is. And man, some of the stuff that you hear about that they have to deal with, that so far, knock on wood, we ain't had some of those issues. But yeah, it's just a good spot, man. I mean, it was by luck. This is just happened to be where my mom and dad was from, but it wasn't because of wasn't because of my choosing, man. When they moved, I'll be honest, um, I just wasn't financially or grown up enough yet, I guess, to live on my own. I mean, I had the choice. I could have stayed if I wanted to in Maryland, but I just wasn't ready to yet. I don't know how else to say it. I just couldn't. I don't want to say I couldn't survive because I'm a man that says I can do anything if that's what I choose fit. But it would have been hard at that age to try to make it without my mom and dad, or you know what I'm saying, without some type of help a little bit because it's so expensive, guys. I mean, it's just like,
Uh,
yeah, I mean, you all know. Well, I mean, nowadays, if you're not doing fairly well, minimum wage ain't gonna do nothing for you. No matter what they call the minimum wage, that ain't gonna do it for you. You
mhm.
better have two or three different jobs and maybe two or three people living in the same house, and maybe you can get by.
Little bit of hustle. Little bit of
Little bit of
hustle.
hustle, man. You gotta get out and grind. That's another reason why that I chose here, guys. I'm a young man, but I had a lot of health issues, and it's things I don't woe is me over. I went at it as a young person, like I knew that okay, I'm gonna get out and try to secure me something so that in the future I can mellow back out and find, kind of be comfortable. I didn't want to be stuck in no situation where I owed, 2,000 a month for the next 30 years to try to pay for something. I wanted to buy something. I worked hard. Me and my wife, we bought it, and it just so happened that it was across the street from her mom and dad, and we were blessed enough to be able to build my mom and dad a house next door. So,
Amazing.
that's what, my focus was. Now I get to do this kind of stuff and follow other paths and see what's going on. But if I was in Maryland, there's no way, or Houston or any of those places like that, or Richmond, there's no way I could do. I'd have to be out. I'd have to go at it hardcore for the rest of my life in order to get by, just because it's so much, man. It's so expensive.
And
I
how
feel like
old
I'm
are you?
talking too much, man. I'm sorry about
No,
this, guys.
no, no. This is your
That's
introduction. This
okay.
is great.
But what was your question, man?
How old are you?
I'm 48 years old, man. I just turned
Okay.
48 in February. Yeah,
Congrats.
yeah. I'm not an old guy. Well, I guess
Eh,
in some circles I might be old, but I feel pretty young. I mean, as far as mentally, I feel young. There's some physical ailments that sometimes make me feel just a touch bit older, but ah, man, I found out a long time ago if you got a limp, just walk like you're a pimp. and it'll fit right in. So
I
that's
like
what
that.
I do. You know what I mean? It's like it's no big deal. But yeah, man. Good to meet all you guys, man. I feel like I'm taking up so much time. I know my mouth. Tommy will tell you I can't answer. Yes, I'll answer. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm an honest engine. You ask me a question, I'm gonna give you an answer. But it could be a long time before we get to it because I know I veer off, man. Everybody that knows me just like, oh God, don't ask him a yes or no question and give him a time limit. Because he'll give you the yes or no, but you're gonna have to get a backstory or two in order to get to it. But it's just the
No,
way it
that's
is,
awesome.
guys. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's great to be on here with you guys, man. It's awesome, man. This is good.
We've been having fun. We've been having a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. This is good.
I
I
was
was on
with
Big Jack's earlier, so I
Yeah,
didn't
I
even know.
saw we be jamming, but I was doing this thing and I wasn't like kind of.
Yeah.
I missed the last two of
Oh,
those.
man. It's cool. It's cool, Tommy. It's like, it for me, I just like going and being a part like, I get to take young artists or even older artists, maybe people that's never seen a stage or maybe people that's just really nervous and they finally get over that fear and they share something and be able to take and make them feel good about what they're doing because I know how hard it is to take something that's personal and like a song or composition that you've put together, just like with a video or anything. Any of you that's creators know there's a hurdle to get past in that. And if I can be just a teeny part of facilitating pushing them to that next spot where they feel good, where hey, wait a minute, this guy that plays guitar, sings, and gets on here in front of everybody all the time, he's telling me that that was good and that he liked what I did and he critiqued my stuff and said it sounded good and was proud of me and don't even know. That might be the very thing that gives them the confidence to put the next one out. Because they're like, well, you know what, man, I was expecting him to maybe down my stuff and instead he spent 5 minutes trying to pick me up. And
It's
that's what
great.
I'm all about, guys. That's what my channel's all about. It's I mean, Tommy tell you he's as much a part of it as anybody. And shout out to him because without his help, there's some things that with the problems that I have, it's not I'm not trying to woe is me thing. I just have issues with being able to focus and I'm hyperactive and I'm all over the place sometimes, but I'm sincere and I mean well. But having an outlet where somebody will, if I can ask them a question and them understand when I tell you I don't know, I mean I don't know all the way down to kindergarten status. Like I didn't know how to copy and paste. Tommy's the one that told me Control V. Now I was a Control V fool. All right, now I copy and paste everything. But if you don't
That's a good
know,
story. Yeah,
you don't know. And it's
like
like,
how I ain't no way all these people are
oh,
typing that fast.
I was like, hey, I was watching these fools in here type all this stuff, and in my mind, I'm thinking there's somebody on the other end on a keyboard, just typing like, getting all these links and stuff put in here, and I'm like, and there's no I know that I'm not all that smart and everything, but I mean, come on, man. There's no way. Like, and I was like, I was telling people that was adding me as a moderator and all this. I'm like, look, it does you no good to add this guy as a moderator. I have no, I I'll never get the first link shared. But then Tommy was like, "Hey, man, it's Control V," and the next thing I know, it's like, see, but those are things that a lot of people, I think, they think everybody knows it. Everybody don't know. I mean, I didn't have to work with a computer every day to make my living. I didn't even have to have a cell phone to make my where I live at. Cell phone might not do you no good once you get out the road just a little ways. So it was like that was one of those moments for me. That it was like, hey man, it light bulb, and then you start having, an opportunity to ask somebody that won't make you feel like a dummy but we'll say, okay, well, look, this is it's not like some people make you feel like something's a big secret. And it's like, man, why won't you just tell me, just be straight with me how it is you're doing this? And that aggravates me because I'm the guy that if I know something hey, if I can share it and help somebody, I'm like, hey, all right, this is how I do it. This is what I do with it. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but this is how I do it. But it seems like sometimes you run into those. It's almost like they want to keep you at bay or something. It's like I'll eventually figure it out. But with brother Tommy, man, yeah, shout out to you again, Tommy. I appreciate that personally. I do. Because in my world, I don't ask people for nothing, nothing. I don't ask nobody to do anything for me. I do everything for myself, by myself, and my wife and I. We are self-made people, and we're proud of that. And it's hard sometimes, even, and it's weird. It helps me to be on here. And it's the oddest thing. Most people would say, well, I don't see how being live helps you to get through these. What it does is it holds me accountable. It makes me feel like I can't quit because then everybody know me as a quitter. So I have to keep going. And then I find that little spot in me where it's like, man, this ain't no big deal. Nobody can eat me through here. So you just work through things, and that's been this outlet for me. It's been like, okay, it makes me stay focused because I don't want to be a quitter. So if I go live and I'm trying to do something and it ain't going right, no, I'm gonna stick with it. Maybe Tommy might have to rescue me, come in from the back and help me figure out what's going on. I might have to go for an hour without no sound on my mic because I don't know what button to push, but I ain't gonna quit. I'm gonna stay with it until I get it, and that's been my reward personally. Just having this way of putting myself out there in a way where it's like, man, you got to do this because now you got people watching you. You can't fail. You can fail, but you have to do it graciously. You have to do it in a way where it's like, well, they seen that I seen it through. It wasn't the best, but I made it. But anyway, guys, sorry about that. I'm
Some
No, no,
still
that's
going.
this
that's
I'm
is
awesome.
still
like the
going.
pressure.
Yeah,
But yeah, like we talking about like all the places we brought up Texas, the map of Texas. We brought up
yeah,
Virginia, and I've seen from what I saw, like, and I know we've done a little like play around trash talking like out in Virginia, but what I've saw in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia Beach,
yeah.
Jamestown, I could probably actually live in Virginia,
Oh, it's wonderful,
honestly.
man. I wish you lived just right out the road because you
God's
talk
country.
about I'd
It's
aggravate the heck off.
God's
If you
country.
lived within driving distance of me, Tommy, you'd be like, dude, leave me alone.
Oh,
Because
Be
maybe
knocking on the
that,
door
maybe
all the
that
time.
aspect.
be like, yeah, setting off a firecracker underneath his window or something. Just little fun stuff like that. That just
Oh,
makes my day.
you seen the stuff like when I come on his lives and he's having cracking fun messing with me.
Hey, but you gotta have a little bit of fun with it, guys. That's been another cool thing on here, man, is like realizing that you can get to know people from a long, long ways away and interact with them in a human kind of way. Like, I mean, you're not just on the phone with them, but you get to see them, talk to them, say, you know what I mean, and learn about them. But I'm gonna shut up now, and I'm gonna ask some questions myself.
Okay.
Uh, but so Zach, for you and brother Tommy, when did y'all's friendship begin, man?
So he, as I put it earlier, he was my mean boss.
Okay, okay,
And we went to the same middle school and high school, but he was a year or two older than I. But no, no,
uh-huh,
he was an awesome dude.
yeah,
He was like a supervisor kind of guy. Our first job was, or my first job was Kroger, sacking
okay,
groceries.
okay,
And then I've known him through high school, and then watched him kind of progress and kind of blow up to the guy he is today.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so he's a really cool dude. I look up to
That
him.
Man, that's awesome to hear. I'm glad to hear someone that's from his life tell me this because my judgment has been that, through the YouTube world. My judgment has been that very reflection of the man. I've watched him take knowledge that maybe he needed to work on and work on it. And I've watched him take things that he loves and stay with it. And I've watched him take a thought and put it to work, because that's what it's all about. You think it, and then you start putting action to it, and you believe in what you're doing. And that's huge for me, because that just takes it to the next. That just makes me like, okay, yeah, man, I got the right kind of people. I'm getting those people, that group of people that I can feel like, okay, even though it's a YouTube world, you feel like, okay, there is real people out there in this world that ain't trying to fake you, ain't trying to play games, ain't trying to figure
Yeah.
out some way to get me to write them a check, or you know what I'm saying? Like it,
Absolutely.
because I'm so sick of all the hustle mentality. Now I agree with hustling in the right way. I agree
In
with
the
you.
right
Get
way.
out and get it. But I hate this whole, let's see if we can rip this one off, or let's see if we can figure out how to.
The fakeness.
I just get so sick of it, guys.
Well, and unfortunately, there's a lot of that out there.
It's so thick and
Mm.
rampant. And you do have to be so mindful of just dumb stuff. And it's like, why did you? If you'd have just had, like, people try to rip you off or something, for even around my little area, they'll try to get you for a 20 or a 50 spot, and it's like, dude, if you would have just been straight with me and said, man, I need $20, you didn't have to give me a big lie about what you needed it for. I'd have just give you $20 and told you go on, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But good
I
deal.
I don't know if you didn't click before, but my name, keeping it real and everything, it
Okay.
was just because of all that. Like, 'cause my main thing when I was like first starting all this, like with keeping it real, is I was shy. I never like to talk. I still don't like to talk unless it like whatever I'm gonna say it means something.
Mm,
I keep it real.
that's right.
Keeping it real.
That's right.
That's where that came from.
I like it. I like it. I can say you're a man of few words. Since I've met you, you're a man of few words. When he speaks, though, it means something for
It's
sure.
profound. When he
It's
speaks, it's
profound.
profound.
Absolutely, it's worthy of earshot. For sure. Well, how about
I
you
agree.
down there, Colin? I see you down there. What about you? What's going on?
I'm just enjoying getting to meet everybody. It's good to talk with all you guys.
That's awesome,
It's
man.
cool to meet a neighbor in Virginia.
Yeah, yeah,
It sounds like you're good people, man.
hey,
It's cool to meet
thanks,
people
man.
from Virginia,
Yeah,
and I like what you were saying. It's good to kind of connect with some people, and YouTube people, people online. Sometimes
hmm,
you get caught up in the bustle and um and you kind of just zone into a certain, it's kind, I don't know if celebrity mindset is the right word, where you just only listen to people who you think are popular, but then you start connecting with the people who you actually can talk with, formulate cool ideas with. You like hearing their stories, where they're from, and it starts meeting um it's just good vibes, man. and,
yes, sir.
and um
Good
even,
vibes.
Yeah,
Good
even
vibes.
talking with you guys makes me want to get back into old games, old habits, nostalgia type stuff.
yeah,
Go out and meet my neighbors and things like that. It's all good. Everything's cool, man.
it's awesome, Colin. That is
Good.
awesome. That's
Hey,
awesome.
so what's your channel? What's the name of it?
Are you talking to myself? Talking to
I
me,
believe
bro?
so. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Creating change, GB. If you
I'm
at
sorry. What was it?
creating,
One more time.
uh, creating change, GB.
Awesome.
Yep, at creating change, GB. Yeah, yeah, that was my hey, you know what I was doing, Tommy? I was sitting here beside my dang computer, right? I'm sitting here, my computer wasn't on. I just got off with Big Jack, shut it off, and I picked up my phone and I seen, oh, well, Tommy's still live. Tommy's live. Like, okay, he's on. So I was sitting here, I hit the thing, and then you tell me, well, if you want to come on, you can. Well, you send it to me, right? And then I'm texting you all this stuff, telling you to drop it in my email, and I'm like, dude, all you gotta do is open the computer and go to the channel on your computer instead of sitting here on your phone. I was like, 'cause I kept trying to, like, copy and paste the link over, and it wouldn't do all that for me, and I kept trying to figure that out. All I had to do was open my computer and go to your channel, and it like, it just like, man, 'cause I coulda chimed in through my phone too. I coulda done that, but I wanted to be able to sit, be able to relax, sit back in my Cadillac chair here and
But
chill,
yeah,
Your cat
you know?
looking to do
Cadillac
this
shit.
Yeah.
maybe once a week, maybe a few times a week.
Oh,
Like
it's a
we've
great
been
idea.
going past 2 hours. Like we've been just talking nonstop for
I
past two
love it.
hours now.
I love it. If there's
And
ever a way that you
Rogan,
feel like I could help in any way, you holler anytime. I'll make sure it gets shared. Whatever. I've shared it before I ever come on here. I shared your stuff out, man.
we're
Um,
just and doing talking about random stuff like
yeah.
hometowns, talking about cars, Toyota favorite cars and
Oh yeah,
everything.
what's
Oh,
your favorite truck? What's your
I'm
favorite
very
truck?
interested. What do you drive?
I drive a Dodge Ram.
A
It's
two
not
twenty
no.
five hundred.
No, I wish it was. I wish it
Yeah,
was.
just a
It's a
15. Huh?
15. It's a
Okay.
1500. But it's been we've had it since it was new, since day one. And it's one of those that my wife and I, we know that it's coming up on time to have to get another vehicle and but go back into payments. So probably this
Mm,
time I'm gonna upgrade to a little bit larger. And I'll probably go with a diesel. Um,
nice, smart.
to be honest, because the
Smart.
one thing I found when I was playing music, I'd already had this truck, and I bought a little 6x12 trailer. But if y'all
Hmm.
don't know, everything in music is heavy, like preamps, amplifiers, all this kind of stuff. They're
Only
all heavy.
like video
So
equipment.
a video, all that crap is it's just ungodly how heavy it is. But had this 6x12 trailer, and we could load our whole stage in on it. And man, that was when I realized, like, man, this 1500 was nice, but when you put a real load on it, you need that extra oomph. And in these mountains, I'd have to go down into Bristol and Gate City, into Tennessee and stuff when we be playing, and you go down the whole time, but then you got to come back
You
up.
gotta come back up.
And yeah, and it's like, man, that come
Uh,
back up. There was a couple mountains I can't that one mountain, I can't remember what everybody calls it around here, but it's out off of you're going down like you're going into Hansonville, headed towards Gate City and Johnson City, all that Tennessee area. And man, coming back up out of there, it was like, dude, I hope it don't stop, because it was down at like 15, 20 mile an hour, and I was like hammered down, and I'm like, man, this poor truck, it's gonna blow my truck up. But thankfully, man, I didn't have to go down in that way too often. But that's when I realized, like, man, if you're going to be pulling any type of load, if you're going to be pulling equipment, you just need to get a truck that's actually bigger than what you need, is probably
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to have 4-wheel drive where I'm at, because I'm on
Amen.
top of the mountains. But it's nothing fancy. And then we got a little Pathfinder, and I got another Dodge. I got another Dodge Ram 1500 sitting out there too, but it's not the one we bought new. It's the one I bought from a neighbor uh, down the road here, just as an extra four. You can't never have too many 4-wheel drives when you live in the mountains, because if one
Mhm.
goes down on you, it's all, even if it's a clunker 4-wheel drive. If as long as when you get in it and turn the key and it starts and takes you off the mountain and brings you back up, it's a wonderful vehicle. Uh,
Mhm.
we learned that the hard way. We bought a Dodge Charger several years ago, and I was still working in Richmond at the time and driving back and forth from here every week, and then stay for the week and then drive home. And anyway, man, that thing being 2-wheel drive, and it was an awesome little car. Don't get me wrong, I love the little car, but man, when winter time set in, you're making payments on something that's sitting out there in the driveway all the
You
time.
can't
Like
do
it's
anything with. Yeah.
oh, it makes you sick. It's like, dude, I'm paying 500 a month or whatever, and it's like I can't even drive this car. Like you could go out there and pee behind the tire and you're stuck. So if there's snow on the ground, you're done. You know what I mean? And So anyway, I got lucky on that. I say I got lucky. It's horrible to say it like this, but obviously it was insured, full coverage, and all that. And I'm headed back to Richmond, doing about 75, and this deer come off the side of the hill, and I smacked it
Damn.
dead on in the front of this car, dude. Boom! I was like, whoa, like, I just kept on hammering down too, because I knew, like, you ain't gonna swerve. I didn't have time for swerving. You're gonna die if you swerve. So I just
Mhm.
kept on, I'm like, boom, right? I get about a mile up the road, and there was this little spot I could get off the road, because where it was at, it was like vehicles passing, and so it's like, I can't stop. The deer's dead. The deer is dead. I don't need to stop and look to see it's dead. It's dead. If it's not, it's the toughest deer ever in the world. But I get down, and then I'm trying to get, I pull over, and I go to get out of my car. And my doors, what, I couldn't get my door open. It done pushed the fender back on the door where I couldn't get it open.
Jeez.
Both sides too. Both doors was all creaked up and jammed. Now the passenger side, I could force it open and get in and out, but the driver's side, it was just shut. And they totaled it out for me, and I wouldn't have never said that it was lucky for me, just for the simple fact that it really was a vehicle, that it was silly that we bought it, but we were gonna pay for it. We were gonna just do what we had to do, but I did total it by accident, man. That deer, poor deer. I mean, I dude, there was nothing you can do. Y'all know how it is. You're driving along, you're doing 70 mile an hour, and boom, I hit it.
God wanted you to have a truck. That's what
He wanted
happened.
me to he wanted me out from underneath that payment, bro. Hey, because it was like, man, it really was useless for us about 2 months, 3 months out of the year. It was like, dude, you can't leave out in that, because you might leave out and you'll be all right. But then if it snows while you're gone, you can't get
Shit.
back. You might as well be in a four-wheel drive when you leave, so that you got four-wheel drive when you get back, because there's nowhere flat around here. There ain't no flat. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Not for two-wheel drive anyway.
No, we
Yeah.
we don't know anything what you're talking about because it's all flat out here.
Yeah, you guys got the
It's
flat.
boring as shit
And
as far as
the
that's
one
concerned.
snow day we get here, everything shuts down.
Really.
Everybody loses their minds. Oh yeah.
I've seen a couple times, like, on the news, when y'all's area, or like, I see, it's usually Atlanta I hear about, that'll get some kind of freak
Mhm.
snow where they're not used to getting it. It'll be like mayhem on their highways
Yep.
because of
Exactly.
snowflake falling. It's like, it like, man, there's no reason that 35 vehicles should be piled up on this highway. Like, it was a snowflake. But I get it, if people ain't used to being in it, and you got vehicles that aren't, they're not meant to be on those types of roads, and then all of a sudden you got these crazy people out there that don't know what to do on them. Turns into mayhem.
Oh, you
But
can say it, women. Come on. This is
that
we're
too.
all friends here.
Yeah, yeah, that too. Yeah. Yeah,
Snow.
I'm not
One
scared. My
thing
wife's on the other side of
flurries.
the house, and she can't
Yeah.
hear me. I ain't
You're
scared.
safe.
No,
The
I ain't
flurries
scared.
are one thing, but it's really the ice.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And there ain't no amount of 4 wheels, 5 wheels, 10 wheels, 20 wheels. There ain't no amount of
Yeah.
wheels helps you on ice, man.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
No,
thanks
that's
for.
cool.
Oh, I know you're popping in, coming in from Weeby Jam. That's
yeah.
some great talent on the show, and they're not like famous or anything. They're just coming
No.
together like Guy and Shine, his partner in crime on Guy and Shine.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll come both and play their guitar on Weeby Jam, and they'll do some guitar playing on their show as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping you'd play us out before we end this call. What is that a tall task to ask?
I can play. Yeah, whatever you.
That'd be cool,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah,
don't want to I don't want to be too
yeah.
forward.
Nah, you can't be too forward, man. I mean, yeah, I play all. Yeah, yeah. Y'all want to hear? Because I have been on for about 4.5 hours now.
Yeah, I'm
Big
probably ready
Jack
to.
went for 3 hours, 2 hours and
Yeah,
57 minutes.
Go
Cool.
just final thoughts, and we'll play out with some music
All right, man.
real quick.
Well, I'll
Final
give you
thoughts, everyone.
Yeah, just my final thoughts is let's definitely do this again because I had a blast. I'm new to the podcast and streaming thing, and man, I had a good time. Just not having to worry about what we talk about, and just enjoying company of you gentlemen. I really appreciate it. Just really appreciate it, guys.
absolutely.
And my final thought: creating change is a great community that I'm part of, helping him out with tech and helping and coming in that community every morning. Great, great people over there in that community. What's her name? Live. I'm gonna be on her
Oh, living
channel,
my best life at
living my
60.
best life on Monday night.
Miss Echo. Echo's what she goes by. Echo.
I'm gonna be talking with her.
Oh, she's a wonderful lady, man. I got to spend a evening with her there a couple weeks ago, or well, maybe last. I don't know. It's been about a week ago now, but she's nice, man. You'll have a ball with her, man. She's really good, good lady, good
Colin,
community, definitely.
Don,
what
any
you what
last thoughts?
what do you think of this tonight?
It's super awesome. It was really everything is really cool. I enjoyed talking with you guys and like seriously, even just talking through some of the stuff that we did. I already got a couple things on my mind that I want to accomplish tomorrow. So that's
Oh,
already
that's
right off the
Awesome,
bat positive for
That's
me,
great.
and
awesome.
makes me want to connect with you guys again sometime soon.
Awesome. Please,
That's
please
great.
do. And if you come by my channel, Colin, please just drop me a comment.
Yeah,
If you happen to be a creator, drop me a comment and I will come see you. Comment,
absolutely.
I will come over and see you. Because that's just what I will come see you. So you drop me a comment, let me, let me know where we
Yeah,
ran into each other. So I'll be like, oh yeah, okay. And
We'll call
same
it
way with,
absolutely.
going rogue. So
yeah,
he'll comment going rogue because we're
going
talking
rogue.
Going
about it's
room.
kind of like the what's Joe Rogan show, just kind of
Yeah.
Yeah,
bullshit with some friends.
I love it, man. I
bullshit with
love
some
it.
fun.
It's good to see camaraderie, guys. I mean, just camaraderie and I like being able to talk about things uh and just talk about them the way that I talk about 'em.
Amen.
Just say it the way that you, but I also believe there's a respect factor always to be found, but y'all know what I mean. Now are you a creator too, Zach?
I am. I am.
Okay, so same to you. If you happen to have already looked me up and have been there, just drop me a comment in one of my short something. Let me know you were there, and then I can find your page right real quick, and
I appreciate that.
I'll be
Thank
over
you
to
very
check you
much.
out, man. Oh yeah, dude, and please stop in at Good Vibes any morning, man. 11 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Please stop in. Our community's just full of good vibing people, and we try to just keep everything on the up and up, man. So
I love that.
feel free,
I love
stop
that.
in, let me know it's you or whatever, and I'll recognize you, man. I love seeing the people. So just I know that was a shameless plug on my little
No,
show,
no, that was in
but
fact anything but. That was very nice. I
just I know
appreciate
that
you.
was a shame. Yeah, well, just please, I know that I would love to have you there. It'd be awesome. But yeah, man, shout out to you guys for starting this thing, man. Keep her going, and just know that for any one of you, if there's ever some way that you think that I can help you in any way, or if I can be a guest and help you in any type of way or anything, please feel free to reach out to me. We'll work something out, and I'll come over. We'll do whatever. I'll do whatever I can. So
You're
just know
amazing.
that.
Thanks again.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
One
Absolutely.
thing will and will I as you, I know you've done it, and I've been trying to like the blue jacket thing. I'll need to like figure that. I haven't
Okay.
quite figured that out
Are
yet.
you on your phone?
I have my phone, yeah.
Okay. Hit the face of the person that you want a blue jacket.
So like on the stream itself.
Hit the face. Go into your chat. Go into the chat and then hit the face of the person. Hit their emblem beside their name, and then it'll come up add as moderator. You can have them as a channel moderator or as a, you know, uh, you'll see a standard moderator. That's what you add them as, a standard moderator, if you want to add them as a moderator. Did you find that spot I'm talking about, bro?
The one person that was on the chat is already a blue jacket.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. Yeah, but that's where you find that at, man. And that's also
okay.
when you are yeah, like if you're a moderator on somebody else's channel, then you do that same exact process and you can go directly to their channel as well. Um, just as a little shortcut. So
Oh, that's. I was on the stream on your channel. That's why. Okay. I was
hey,
like,
thanks, Tommy.
You
Yeah, thanks, man.
snuck that in there. You know, I was in your DMs there.
Yeah, make sure you add the right people if you don't mind. Like, like, you know.
Just
Hey,
thought that was
I'm gonna
funny.
be on DistroKid. I should have my first song uploaded to DistroKid this week, guys.
oh,
So just
nice.
so y'all know, just kind of exciting. I've never added any of my music to anything like that. So just a kind of a next step for me uh in this little journey. But
Very
I just thought
cool.
I'd throw that out there. Another shameless plug. You know me. You know. But yeah, man. You tell me when to go, Tommy, and I'll go.
All right, yeah. Play us out.
All right. Well, this is an original song of mine called "Slow It On Down," and I'll just hit it off for you to see if you can make sure that my sound coming through. Can you hear me all right? Well, I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back, start over again. Yeah, bring it on back, start over to a nice slow pace. The kind one guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice slow pace. The kind one guy like me wins the race. Let's slow it down. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut and loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice slow pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice slow pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice old place. The kind of guy like me wins the race.
That
There you
was so
go,
Awesome,
fella.
cool,
man. That was
man.
awesome. I
Thanks.
mean, and you wrote that yourself, right?
Oh yes, sir. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow.
No, that
Thank you,
was
man. I
awesome.
appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. That's a song from probably about 12, 15 years ago, man.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's so cool.
just I appreciate it. I'm gonna be doing my first little thing through DistroKid, and I'm kind of excited about it and everything. So, yeah, if you can, I'd appreciate throwing my name out there and
Yes,
sharing
absolutely, man.
my channel page. They can go listen to it for free all they want at my channel page if they'd like to. So, just throwing it out there, guys.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely, man. Yeah, dude. And if you ever want to do like, if you, depending how many songs you have or anything like that, I know some restaurants around here that you could maybe play at or something like that, or
Okay,
to do like a little thing. I know
I've
I
got
have
hundreds
some
of
friends who do
songs.
some bigger events, and it could be like a thing.
Oh
If you
man, I
ever,
would for the right amount. I mean, if I was going to be
yeah,
compensated properly to be able to make it worthy of
yeah,
my trip, I would certainly do it. And I got material for days, man. I played as a front man for several years, and so as far as like that kind of thing goes, I do have a little bit of education in that department. But as far as originals go, yeah, I could do a whole channel page just the songs that I wrote and put music to. So yeah, man, if there was actually somebody that wanted to hear or have I could send them 3 or 4 songs where they could hear what I'm able to do, and then they could make their decision. We could
yeah,
whatever.
absolutely, dude. That was
So
such an amazing song, man. I'm glad you shared with us.
awesome, man. Yeah, like I say, man, I'm gonna be putting them on DistroKid. That's actually not gonna be the first one I put on. I got a brand new one that I'm gonna be putting on. I just did it first time the other night on live, and I did it for Big Jack tonight. So yeah, we got
That's
several
awesome.
of them, man. So thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Well, and it
Yeah.
sounds like that would fit right in down here in Texas. So
Yeah,
it sounds like it's going to do well.
yeah. Hey, thank you, man. I hope that everybody likes it. That's just basically what you do when you're putting songs out anyway, guys. It's like you just hope people dig it, like they can understand what you were trying to say at that particular time. And some of them,
Absolutely.
it's like I try to write about me because it's the only thing I know about. I'm not educated, so the only thing I'm
Hmm.
educated on is this guy. So I try to write everything. Everything kind of boils down to it's just thoughts. It's just thoughts of yours, and then you put them on some strings
Thoughts
and
that rhyme.
thoughts that rhyme, man. You just put them
That's
in
awesome.
time. There you go. Thoughts that
I
rhyme
like
and in proper
put
time.
in time. I like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
Guys,
thanks
good
for
job.
that's first time I ever did anything like that. I know I heard that a bunch on your channel, but I first time actually me
Oh,
doing that, letting someone else play on my channel too.
well, that's cool,
But
man.
I
Thank
want
you.
to play now. You played us out, and that song I created for you.
Yes,
I'll
please
play it
do.
at the beginning. I'll play it out and outro, and I'll end the stream on it too. And
Awesome. Hey,
I
I
think
gentlemen,
just want to
forgive
say
me.
thanks again, guys.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Thank
yeah.
again.
you. Good
Thanks,
job,
and
Tommy.
we'll definitely do
Good
this
to meet you.
again. Maybe
Absolutely.
a new guest the next time we come on. We're
Keep it
looking
growing.
for or Michael,
Yeah,
looking
Yes,
for
Yeah,
sir.
getting Michael in here.
that'd be great.
So
good
I
job,
Yes,
talked
Tommy.
with
man.
Zach and Michael at different times. I want to get them in the same room together.
That'll be fun. That would be fun.
Oh man, dude, this is awesome.
All right,
Thank you so much.
Yep.
We'll
Good to
talk
meet
soon,
you,
guys.
Zach. Good to
all right.
meet you, Colin.
And
Thank
if
you,
we
Thanks.
brother
stick
Tommy.
around
Thanks, Zach.
at the end, then yeah, good.
Thanks,
This is a
Tom.
good connecting base.
We hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. It's always a blast exploring the tech universe with you. But alas, it's time to wrap things up. If you've got burning tech questions or just want to say hello, remember you can reach out to us on our website, social media, or drop us an email. We love hearing from you. And if you found this episode as electrifying as we did, please take a moment to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your feedback helps us keep the tech goodness flowing. Don't forget to share Tech Time with Sweet Tea with your fellow techies. The more, the merrier, right? As we sign off today, always remember that tech is a tool and it's here to serve you. So use it wisely, explore fearlessly, and keep it real in your tech adventures. Stay curious, stay connected, and keep rocking the digital world. Catch you on the next episode of Tech Time with Sweet Tea.